What do you know about Lacari outside of his Warcraft 3 venture? Nothing?
No, nothing.
Yeah, so he's new to you.
No.
You discovered him through Warcraft 3.
Yeah, like maybe 4 days ago or something.
Oh, cool.
Because I was checking the website and I saw that there was one dude that had like more games than 3 contestants combined. I was like, who the hell is this? I started watching him. He completely values the wrong things a lot of the time. And he gets upset about things that while he's winning, and then things that should bother him don't bother him at all. He's just...
Examples.
It's just so interesting to watch.
Examples?
So yesterday, he crept to level 2 with his Warden against a human, and then he lost 2 wisps. And he was really upset about the fact that he lost 2 wisps. But his position was brilliant, right? Like, the other guy just spent like half a minute walking across the map, achieved practically nothing, and he looked very angry about it. And then later on in the game, he keeps trying to kill units, and they keep being staffed out every single time. And if that was me, I would be smashing my screen with 2 hands. And he just kind of looks at it as like, that's part of the game. So he just gets upset by different things than I would, which is great to watch.
Cool.
I've also been watching Tommy play a little bit, by the way.
Tommy's an interesting personality. He also grinded hard.
Yeah. He got upset a little bit more how I would have gotten upset. Like, he fell in my patterns, you know? I enjoyed that.
Look at him, he's amping himself up. Okay, quick background on both players. Lacari has played Dota 2. He is immortal in Dota 2. He also plays a lot of gacha games with cute waifus. It's kind of his background. Okay, webcams are flipped. Good. So he has strategy game background, but he's kind of new to RTS. Very, very new to RTS. And that's his background. And then I met him through the World of Warcraft event that Sodapappen and Miskiff put up. OnlyFans Season 2. And that's how I got the idea to invite him for this event. TommyKay plays Hearts of Iron 4, which I don't even know if it's a turn-based or real-time strategy game. As far as I know, it's a real-time strategy game, but with pausing. And it feels a lot slower burn. There's like spreadsheets, there's lots of settings and tech trees and whatnot, and you kind of play over the map of Europe and whatnot. Grand strategy, real time with tons of micro and pause. Okay. And Tommy's origin story when it comes to, let's say, esports. He played an esports event, I believe StarCraft 2, long time ago. Showed up, forgot his equipment, had to borrow from the event, was uncomfortable with it, and forgot his hotkeys or something. So he didn't have his normal hotkey set up. So it was a complete disaster. And he approached me for wanting to play in the next event if I ever do another one, because he kind of wants to do a do-over, a makeover of what he once experienced. This is his redemption arc. But he's been getting equal points passionate and frustrated during his Warcraft 3 grind over the last 3 weeks. So it's definitely a mixed bag. Very emotional player. Can go on massive win streak tears and loss streak. And I would say it's very similar for Lacari. They both tilted a lot, but they're also very passionate about it. And they have built up this love-hate, or let's say passion-frustration experience with the game.
Yeah, it's what I noticed as well. It was very fun. Very entertaining to watch these guys play.
Yeah. It's like Lacari's going to be opening up with a Keeper of the Grove. That's very interesting. I didn't think he would be going with Keeper against Human. I literally have not seen him play Keeper against Human at all. It was Warden every single game. Keeper against Orc, yes, but not against Human. He's been holding out secret builds. Interesting.
Yeah, it's keeping us on our toes as well. Making sure that we pay attention to every move he makes. And he can follow up with any hero as well, except the Demon Hunter. Because the Demon Hunter is not a cute waifu. But we can see a Naga, we can see a Warden, we can see a Priestess of the Moon. I think I've seen him play a lot of Keeper of the Grove into Priestess of the Moon. So I'm kind of excited for that. Huge focus usually on Huntress as well, going into the mid game, often just bumping units from 2-3 Ancient of Wars, and then kind of taking it from there. Later on, sometimes with the Bears. Yeah, I've been studying this guy big time.
Yeah, he definitely likes Huntresses and Priestess of the Moon. He had 4 treants recently. 1 died, 1 got ensnared, 2 timed out. he's going to farm this. I think that Wisp is going to get ensnared by the Trapper. No, it's not. It arrived in time before the cooldown. Bam! 3-minute, 23-second expansion. But the Archer's getting hit by the Ogre Magi. Has to pull it back. This is a tough camp. I could see him take a lot of damage here. Meanwhile, TommyKay, none the wiser. He's just creeping up his Archmage to level 3. And he's doing the thing with the Militia where you creep in absence of the AM. You get your level 3 and then you start pushing. This could be big, Harstem.
Yeah, this doesn't look like Lacari's gonna need to suck his Moonwells dry completely, and his Tree of Life most likely is gonna get cancelled here if Tommy decides to actually go here. Level 3 means he's gonna have level 2 elementals. I mean, this will, if he doesn't lose any archers here, honestly, I'd be happy for him.
Yeah. That's level 3 Archmage at minute 4:05. That is insane. No other race that can do this that fast. Maybe Night Elf with double Ancient of War set up. So Tree of Life getting attacked. The later you cancel it, the more money you lose. Actually, it's not like other RTS where there's a fixed rate. There's a diminishment. There's a diminishment the more damage you've taken. So it gets about maybe 250 gold back from the... Maybe less. 200 gold back from the 320 investment or so. Lacari's on a delayed tech because of it. Has a keeper level 2.6. And 5 archers. The optimal play here is actually, I think, entangling Water Elemental, since it's the biggest threat. And it was freshly summoned in your face. Wow, he uses Scroll of the Beast instantly just to have more damage. Surround by Tommy!
That's an instant TP here, no?
Yeah, should have been faster.
Yeah, it should have really been faster. There's a little bit of juice in some of the Moonwell still, but it's going to be hard. This Fat 3 is not going to hit because it's stacking into the Tree of Ages over here. Ooh, can we get a Wisp Detonate on 2 of those elementals? That would be big. It's going to put him into level 3 instantly. Is he going to go level 2 Entangle then?
Yeah, should be. And
nice.
He's got the level 2 Entangle. Did it on a healthy Footman as well. That was really good. The triple Wisp was so important. And he got all 3... F-U-C-C-B-O. Alright, fuck it. Fuckboy69. A.K.A. TommyKay. He's down to no mana, no water elementals. Was a really good pressure initially, but Lacari has survived for now. Did lose a good chunk of wisps there, Hurston.
Yeah, that sucks for him. But he actually has quite a bit of lumber still in the bank. And I think he's planning on re-expanding. Tommy here wants to go for another attack. And he's going to come in right as Lacari moved out. Lacari's not going to be happy with that. He's going to move back with his 6 archers and his Keeper of the Grove. Ancient of Wonders will get cancelled. At least I hope it will get cancelled. Wow. Yes, nice. Good response times here out of Lacari, honestly.
No Hunter's Hall for Lacari. He is re-expanding. This one might fly under the radar. Surely you wouldn't be so ambitious to expand again while I'm actively attacking you.
Yeah, it's kind of a wild move. But I love it because of that. And we're also getting the archer range. Oh, he's been playing some Hippogriff Rider stuff as well, no?
Against rifles, though? I mean, I guess you could if you entangle well and you keep priest count low.
Theoretically possible.
You can tell somehow. You're really good at reading people, Arstem. You can tell that I don't really believe in it.
Yeah, well, I know the stats on the Hippogriff Rider, and I know you've played this game a lot, so it would be unlikely. His rifle entangles are the correct play here, I think. Does need to be careful that the Keeper of the Grove doesn't get cleared. Attacks the other rifle with his archers. The target fire here is very good.
Yep.
Wow, this was really nice play. Good deny there out of Tommy as well. Can he deny this other footman too? No, he can't. Archers are going to continue fighting here, shooting down that water elemental. We're going to use the entangle on the high health footman. Lacari's playing a good game, but needs to be careful because Mr. Stormbolt is here and he's going to clear a couple of these archers. It's also the end of the night. That means that the Moonwells will not be regenerating any more juice. That's going to be the end of the healing party that Lacari has been having in his main base.
And he's not dropping the Pendant of Energy before healing. That's going to cost him a lot of extra Moonwell juice. He's just right-clicking. Even though there is time to do this, he does know this trick, but he tends to forget. As the stress goes up on players, people always start making more mistakes. He goes in with the Alchemist second. He's basically taken a build which is meant to be played against against Orc. And he's saying, why not do this against Human as well? Keeper Alchemist. He doesn't like bears as much, thinks bear control is a bit tougher. And he's just going to go archers and huntresses with, I assume, eventually the Moonglaive upgrade.
Yeah, Moonglaive upgrade. He'll probably add another Tree of Life at some point. Oh, it would have been lovely if he had walked through to the middle of the map and gotten this creep check, because that would have been painful. Losing 1 or 2 priests here. I'm not entirely sure if Tommy would have been capable of fighting, as there's quite a few archers. There's 2 entangles available as well, and we have a very healthy alchemist. Now Lacari is going to maybe jack this the moment it's done. And what did we get? Book of the Dead. Oh, it's not the greatest item, but could be useful still.
A Wisp will instant remove it. Entangle goes on the Priest. Alchemist immediately gets Stormbolt level 1. There's a Book of the Dead. Can be used as a surround as well. Next Stormbolt should be available now. He's going to cast it on the Huntress. Water Elemental gets entangled, but the Dispel removes it instantly. Nice job by TommyKay.
Yeah, this is not looking that great for Lacari over here, who might actually end up losing this Alchemist as well. A little bit of HP left. Archmage needs to hit it one more time. Is he going to run it into the creeps? Does not get the deny with the creeps. Was very close though. Cool play. He's aware of a lot of the tricks. I mean, he has a lot of experience, but still, I'm very impressed by the level of all of these gamers so far today.
Yeah, agree. That was a cute try there. Moonglaive upgrade is finished. That means that Huntresses now have heavy armor. This is from a recent patch from 2 days ago that has given Huntress the ability to stand against a little bit more equal footing against Riflemen and Water Elementals. However, this is still a fight against the odds. Moonwells are empty. There is no shop. There's no second hero. Hero levels for TommyKay are better. TommyKay is doing really good attack here, and I think he can close it out here. He didn't sound confident leading into this event. The way you hear him talk on stream, it would be like as if every other player in the event is better. But when it comes down to it, what a nice clean execution. Early pressure, continuous pressure, strong creeping, good build order, and nice hero control. Probably sees him to get the first victory here in this best of 5.
Yeah, it's looking very good as he builds an Arcane Vault. Yeah, one of the things that impressed me the most in this game is actually just the first 4 minutes and 10 seconds, like the creeping pattern and the execution of it. The solo militia creep to get the level 3 while running across the map to deny a potential Tree of Life. I think all was just extremely clean here out of Tommy. And if he has a couple of setups like this on different maps as well, Lacari might be in for a world of trouble.
Keeper of the Grove running away on his 4 legs from the short dwarf with no boots, but he stopped moving. Mountain King gets in close, gets 1 hammer strike. There's an entangle. Stormbolt in 2. 1, but he's out of range. Can the Footman do a block? Gets 1 auto attack. Another Footman is sent in. A Rifleman gets sent in. Keeper of the Grove trying to run away. Is there going to be a block with the Footman? Block! 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 And he kills him! Doesn't even need Stormbolt!
GG gets called as game 1 goes to Fuckboy69.
TommyKay with his inaugural victory in an esports event, possibly ever. I mean, I don't know if he's done the equivalent of like an esports tournament in Hearts of Iron 4. I don't know his background well enough. But in a Blizzard RTS, in his do-over after his StarCraft 2 event, this is a 100% win rate for him right now in Blizzard RTS Esports.
Yeah, true gamer. And as you said, he was when I was watching him, he was often looking, pretty upset about everything going on in Warcraft 3. Yeah. But maybe, if he wins game number 1, he gets some of that good momentum rolling. And I'm getting a little bit afraid for my boy here. I'm getting a little bit scared
for Lacari. Yeah, Lacari, I've never seen him play Keeper Alchemist against Human. He thinks Human are BS. Official opinion. He thinks they're the most broken race. And so maybe he was so desperate that he felt he needed to bring in something very unusual that he feels comfortable with in the versus Orc and hope that it cross-translates.
Yeah. Probably what he did, and I think that's a fair thing to do as well. Actually, one of the things that I really liked is, or that I really like in general, is when people just practice one thing very well if you have limited time, even if it doesn't translate so well over different matchups. I still feel like just having a lot of experience with like one type of composition, one type of hero can help you a lot. So if you don't feel comfortable in the versus Human matchup and you feel good against Orc, and you have a certain build that you like against them, I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea to do it like that.
Yeah, makes sense. I like that mindset a lot because look at that TommyKay doing a little bit of boxing. He's going completely mad. No, wrong word maybe to use. He's going completely... It's so cool. He just got up and was airboxing. They're both ready. Let's delay them no more. The ping wise, I have to change the ping. Let's see, to this. Is it EU West, EU Northwest, EU Northwest, EU Central, EU West, EU West. All right, here we go. They're ready. Sick. He's locked in. All right. But yeah, Lacari seems a little not very... I think Lacari said TommyKay was the opponent he wanted to face the least. Because even though Sing Sing might be a higher MMR right now, TommyKay has the most aggressive style with that Archmage level 3 rush. And that's where Lacari puckers up the most against that early attack from that Archmage. It doesn't give him time to find his footing pretty much.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, I feel like if Lacari would be left alone just for like another minute or so, I do believe that Tommy would have been in some trouble, right? You have a level 3 Keeper of the Grove. Yep. You're going to have an expansion that's going to be up as well. Like, that is not a great look.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. Just looking at Lacari, you see a hardworking player that has gone from not knowing a lot about RTS to really getting the hang of Warcraft 3. He loves the game, even if he's sometimes frustrated. But his early game and his resilience against early rushes is his weakest point, for sure. Like, just the precision of micro. Actually, I feel like he handled that micro really well initially on the first Archmage attack. With the entangle prioritization, the rifle focus, the footman and everything. But his macro got really messed up. He didn't have the Hunter's Hole. He ended up going Mass Archers. The choice of going Alchemist second instead of something more stable like Demon Hunter second. But yeah, if he had had the expansion, it would have been great. He's greedy. TommyKay's not letting him get away with it.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see a Warden first here. And now, for the people that are not aware, usually Warden first is played solo for quite a while, right? In Elf versus Human, because you really want to get high XP on that.
Yes.
Get the Fan of Knives. Lacari doesn't play it like that. I've often seen Lacari just add a Naga the moment his tier 2 finishes up, which is a combination I personally hadn't seen a whole lot before, but he seems to be keen on the Naga in general. I'm curious to see what he's going to do with the Warden.
He's done one heroing, he's done second hero. After the Warden can be Pitlord, Naga, or Alchemist, or Panda sometimes. Sometimes Demon Hunter as well. I think Naga is kind of the easiest and the most stable. Lacari gets level 1.8. Here you can kind of see that his flow isn't quite 100% the same. He's thinking about where to creep next. The Turtle 4, I believe, is his next usual camp. Whereas TommyKay in the top left gets, in my opinion, the best item you can get. The two best items Human wants to get is Lion Horn of Stormwind. That gives bonus 1.5 armor, aka 9% physical effective health on every single army that you have in an area around the Archmage. The other item being Robe of the Magi plus 6 intelligence. And he gets that devotion, it's sick. He's teching, not creeping quite to the same... Actually, he is. He's creeping as fast as he did in the previous game. I don't think this is level 3. It might be level 2.99. But a very early attack again. This time he's heading over at 320, Harstem. In the previous game, it was more like 340, 350 that he was heading over.
Yeah, he hit level 3 at 405 last game. So this is really quick, but it's not going to be with level 2 elementals. Also,
it is.
Oh, wow.
337. That's so broken, man. That's so broken.
That's uber busted.
Yeah.
What can you even do against this? A bit of a mistake, I think, is focusing the hero here with your Shadow Strike. Majority of the time, I prefer using Shadow Strike and things like Entangle on the footies rather than going for a potential hero kill. Because majority of the time, you're not really going to get it, right? Yeah. And it deals less damage.
Yeah. 30% less damage. Both footmen get away. That's a deny. This should be a triple detonate on water elementals. It's the best way to get some XP and to reduce the DPS and threat. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Good. But Warden AFK, Archer AFK in the meantime. Not too bad though. Lacari gets a good chunk of experience from that. Kills a footman here as well. He's going to be level 2.7. TommyKay is going to send most of his footmen home. I think this is a much better start for Lacari than last game.
Yeah, much better start. Do we have an arcane vault? No, it's starting just now. So this archmage taking this much damage actually is kind of frustrating. It doesn't have a lot of mana available anymore either. So an elemental is still a little bit away. Lacari, is he going to take a boost of speed here?
Yeah, boots, staff probably. He only has money for one, so he has to pick. So I guess it's going to be boots so that he can... Oh, okay. He sold TP. He sold Town Portal and bought Circlet of Nobility. So full stats, interesting. Does not pick his second ability yet. He's currently at Shadow Strike only. This is a good practice for Warden players because Blink is the one you don't want, but might be forced to use to get out of a surround. Fan is the one you want, but you don't want to use it at level 1 yet because it's trash at level 1. So first, you see if you can get level 3. Then you see in that situation, what's the skill you level up? Double fan, double strike.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that. He's dropping both the items right now to heal up.
Good.
He's not quite level 3 yet. He's 2 XP away. This is a really bad move out, I think, for Tommy. He's not going to be capable of achieving anything here whatsoever and might just give his opponent level 3 while not really getting anything for himself. He had such an efficient first 3.5 minutes, but the minutes after that have been anything but efficient.
Oh, denied. That was really important for both players. Good job, Tommy. What do you think Tommy should have done instead? Instead of going all the way back home, regen, and then all the way back in again?
Probably should have just gone for a creep somewhere. Whether it's going to be his own expansion or the green one nearby, just do something that gets you up. Once again, he's going to go across the map. This time, though, he might actually achieve something as the Ancient of Wars have just started. If you can get a cancel on those, it's really frustrating for the elf.
Well, Lacari can just TP and... Hold on. Can he?
Yeah, that's the downside of selling your TP for some extra stats. He's going to pick up a potion of greater healing, gets level 3 as well. He wants to go for double wisp detonates, but maybe not the brightest play right now. Some good control there, though, on these wisps. Second Ancient of Lore is being targeted down as well. So we do get the double detonate. Ancient of Wars moving back home for some extra defense. Ooh, it's going to go for the Archmage. I much would have preferred going for the units here once more.
Great detonate, though. All three... Oh, no! His archers were A-moving on the creeps. He never brought them home. That's so sloppy. The detonates were good. He did a triple detonate on all Water Elementals, Mountain King, and Archmage, so there aren't as many Storm Bolts. He has Greater Heal, so I don't think he's going to die unless he doesn't use it in 3, 2, 1. Greater Heal, he's just going to die. That's insane. Wait! The reposition from Tommy. He lost a little bit of DPS, so he doesn't get the kill. That's huge.
He didn't scale, did he, on the Warden?
You're right. He has 2 skill points unpicked. He's doing level 1 Shadow Strikes. On level 3 Warden.
This is the 4th level 1 Shadow Strike he's done already.
Yep. And TommyKay is killing all of his own units. Yeah, he killed his own rifle too.
Good lord.
Dude,
Tommy is unleashed right now. He's playing very well. Still no skill points being added onto those. That's the 5th Shadow Strike. Just on level 1. A huge blunder, honestly. Ancient Protector going down. Do we have an Ancient of Wonders? Yeah, we have it in the back. That is really helpful. I'd love to see a Moonstone over here for a bit. Maybe just get a potion going as well. And please just use the skill points. Okay, there we go. He's getting Blink and he's getting level 2 Shadow Strike. But if he had that earlier, that would have been freaking huge for him.
No cancel on the Ancient of War. No cancel on the Ancient Protector. These are insanely huge losses. Lacari's down to 15 population. He really messed up a lot of things really bigly. This would have been a very possible hold if he just used his abilities, made some wisps, and so on. But yeah, TommyKay definitely deserves this. He made some mistakes, but not as many as Lacari. Another lore without a cancel. This is very weird, blunderous play by Lacari. I think maybe...
Yeah, I think he was busy focusing on the peasants with his Fire Lord and Warden combination in the middle of the map.
Yep. I think Lacari is feeling the nerves He looks very tense, looked tense leading into the series as well. Comes back with his Warden. Could try to blink over to the shop, but he has to dodge the bolt. He blinks over the Moonwall line. There's a Stormbolt on the Firelord, which is surrounded. Firelord level 1 is gonna die, summons one more Lava Spawn. Mana Stone, Moonstone purchased for the Warden. There's one Archer left.
Yeah, it's looking rough. Lore has finally finished up, but there's no tier 3. Like, what are you going to build? Like 2 Dryads against 5 Rifles? It's not going to be a great situation you'll find yourself in. I really think not having the skill points in that Warden is probably what hurt him the most. He would have been capable of killing quite a few extra units there otherwise. Now he's going to get another Rifle kill. This Ancient of War is putting in a lot of work, by the way. Holy crap.
TommyKay is insanely on point. He killed so many of his own units, and even the one that he didn't just get, he tried it. He is playing some really tight Warcraft 3. He's had more denies than anyone else. And that's a Warden kill. That's a Warden kill. Fantastic. TommyKay just dominated Lacari from start to end. Another upset to the MMR expectations so far. Or at least, well, it's not entirely true. TommyKay regained some MMR, I see. For some period of time, Lacari with 1447 was over Tommy, but Tommy regained it recently. He's really showing up on match day, which is great to see because his confidence was not always very high. We also had a show match last night, Lacari against Tyler 1. Tyler, who peaked at 1560 MMR and was at 1500. Wait, what is the, what? He's going through Sun Tzu's Art of War. Don't... He just opened the Sun Tzu's Art of War book, showed it on stream, reading. He's like, yep, I got those tips.
Oh, what a guy. A winner and an entertainer at the same time. It's a rare breed.
Yeah, Lacari just beat Tyler 4-2 last night, but now he's 0-2 against TommyKay. TommyKay 100% deserved this very strong creep route. I remember the first time someone used a creep route like that against me. It was TH000, maybe 2006 or so. They get to your base with level 3 Archmage, and you see the level up, and you know that all their footmen are here, so you know they did it with Militia. You instantly realize, why has no one ever done that? Because he came up with it. Yeah. And then the level 3
and
Archmage...
you also realize in that moment that everyone's going to be doing that from here on out.
Yes. You're like standing there.
That's the worst realization, to be honest.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god, this is what my life is going to be over for the next few years.
Yeah, that's what you thought back then, few years.
Yeah, I'll do this for a few years more. 20 years later, aware.
No.
Okay, let's get everyone in the game. Three minutes 35. I think Tommy got his Archmage 3. And
that's actually quite fast.
Lacari held it really well, but then missing a lot of fundamentals when he's under pressure.
Yeah. The first defense, though, with the triple whiz was so good. And then he held the secondary push as well, which I think wasted a lot of time for Tommy. At that point, it felt if the Ancient of Lores go down, it's going to be a great position. But the one thing that I have noticed today in general is that it's really difficult to kind of keep track of where your opponent is going for these players. Like, you don't really have to wisp out on the map, and it is rare to see a scout going around after the early game. Sometimes we see scouts for expansions, but keeping track of your opponent's army is one of the the big skills in Warcraft 3, and it just seems one that is very difficult to master right now.
Yeah, it's hard because it relies on knowledge. It relies on study and experience, and they don't have it. And then you're playing against a particular player. I mean, you're 2 weeks into practice. Do you really have time to spend hours and hours analyzing your specific opponent you might face? Not really. You need to work on your own level up, right? Your own foundational skill.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. Very, very tough. Ooh. Gotta be picking Hammerfall. It's also the one thing that really surprises me is that they actually have good creep routes, or at least somewhat normal-looking creep routes on every single map. Like, there's so many freaking maps in this game. And I remember when I started, like, having a different creep route in every single matchup in, like, was it like 10 maps or something like that? Feels legit impossible to do.
Yeah. You see that in some of them. They have 200 games and they're like, how does this map work?
Where does my opponent spawn again?
Yeah.
That is fair as well.
Thanks, man. Again, Kennel. All right. Let's do a 5-minute break after this for some food. But for now, score. Player swap. Score swap. 2-0 for Tommy. Here we go. All right.
This is a tough map, by the way. I always felt like it was hard to get good creeps going. But Lacari seems to have a plan. Look at where that Ancient of War is positioned. It's between the orange spot and the gold. So I believe his plan is going to be to first clear the orange, then maybe build another archer, walk over to the gold, get that fast expansion. Because once he gets the fast expansion going, he seems in charge. He's solid. He gets his Huntress pumping from AOWs, gets a bunch of archers out, and he's ready to go. But without that second base, he seems to be struggling for footing a little bit.
Yeah, true. And I think you might be right with that, or he might even do it on one archer and walk straight to the expansion. I think it's better with two, and then you take the green camp underneath your base, make that second archer, and then uproot again, take the expo, but could be either variant. It's going to be Keeper of the Grove first, once again, and so now the emerging pattern is that TommyKay is going to do the same again. He's going to Archmage 3 rush. It seems like he figured out how to get fast AM3 on every map, and then uses that against his opponent. At the higher
Good luck
level,
on this map, though, no? What the hell are you gonna do here?
You can footman leash pool the right side expo, which gives 2.2. Maybe fall back to the maybe the orange camp below your base, and you militia creep the green one. I think that should be 3.
Yeah. That is very tricky though. That's truly an advanced move, but I don't know. Maybe it is possible. We'll see. So far, he's actually just gonna go straight to his expansion here right away. The Kobold Taskmaster, level 4 Berserker as well. Meanwhile, we see Lacari creeping his orange spot and doing an okay job at it. AOW is tanking almost everything. Trends are dealing quite a bit of damage. You think he's gonna expand here, Tommy?
Yes, I think so, and I think Lacari is as well. He's showing a new build this time. He's doing a pre-tier 2 Hunter's Hole. So there's going to be some Huntresses. He could combine that with an expansion. Ancient of War is going to root to probably make that archer, do a bit of creeping. Okay, Tommy is not expanding. Tommy has an interesting relationship to expand. Basically, if you watch his stream, every single game he says, I want to expand. And then 99% of the game he doesn't do it. And one of the recurring themes is, I want to expand, but I never know when. So he actually ends up never doing it, which is very similar to me and asking girls out in high school.
You know it should be done at some point, but not today.
Not today. I don't know how, don't know when. I know it's good. Leads to good things, but just doesn't happen. He's scared. I get it.
Maybe 3 more games of Warcraft, we'll try again.
Let's get a little better first. Need to work on my resume.
Exactly. Ooh, it's a nice little creeping pattern here out of Tommy. He's going to go to the orange here. Has started his own keep right now as he starts his blacksmith as well. So once again, very similar build order. I'm kind of shocked to see Lacari not go for his own gold mine.
He's 4 Moonwell tier 1. No expo, no tier 2. Why 4 Moonwells? It's not optimal with my conventional Warcraft knowledge.
I told you, man, Marco Polo. He's exploring new terrain over here. He's actually going to get a pretty decent fight in the middle of the map. Unless there's going to be these nasty water elementals with their fat piercing damage. Ooh, good entangle on the water elemental. Very good decision making once again.
The reason Arstem is excited, and I am too, quietly, is because it's optimal, as it's the largest threat against Huntress. You're not doing it to kill him, but you're doing it to neuter it. We both like that he made that decision, because most likely nobody told him, and he's figuring it out.
Yeah. By the way, there is a crystal ball available for Tommy, and he hasn't used it on the Shadow Melt archer in the back. That is the second deny on a footman, by the way, here.
Tommy's insane. He's cracked. He's actually cracked.
If this footman on the other side of the map walks into the Ancient of War right now, that would be sick. Or if he attacks a creep. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen. Tommy!
No, XP was granted. But if he doesn't Shadow Melt the Huntress, it dies. Oh, he moved it again, it died! Tommy is getting the most out of every single situation! He's actually insane! Double footman deny, and his Huntress with 1 HP kills a Huntress with 30%. It couldn't be any worse for Lacari. But Tommy, smiling from ear to ear under that beard. Can't see it, but it's happening.
You know it's there somewhere.
It's there.
Okay, at least we're gonna see Lacari. Is he gonna get this elemental before it expires? If it expires before the XP goes to Lacari, this has to be legit the worst interaction that could have happened. Oh my god.
No expression on his face, no esports head shake, so he's not quite thrown in the towel yet, but that was definitely a bad interaction for Lacari. Second Ancient of War is gonna creep his expansion, which doesn't even give him level 3. If he had had a normal tech timing, he would get 15% bonus XP for being tier 2. And it would be level 3, but my estimation is it won't be. Actually, it's irrelevant. TommyKay is here to interrupt the creep camp. Nice aggression.
Yeah, one trend kill, one deny by a creep. Ooh, bit of an ensnare there on a rifleman. Rifles have +1 already, by the way, but rifles are good against Huntress, probably not good enough to win a battle with 2 against 4, especially if the Cabal Taskmaster keeps bashing the rifle in the back as well. And this actually was a pretty decent trade here right now for Lacari. Elemental gets denied. This is really well done. Tommy is playing some phenomenal Warcraft 3.
Another deny. And you just know he's gonna have it too, because he's been so on point.
Yeah.
And there's the miss micro by Lacari. That Huntress could have just ran away. Another Huntress getting attacked. It's going to Shadow Melt. There is still that crystal ball. Another Huntress going down. These trades are not good for Lacari. He has no mana. He's fighting into water elementals. He's going to town portal out, but he will still lose the Huntress because he's not hiding it.
Archmage shot still flying across the map.
I feel like we've seen the overperformance from Viper comparing his practice and the result. I think from Lacari right now we're seeing the underperformance. It's match day stress, match day performance. It's tough, and I think TommyKay is also rising to the occasion.
Yeah, he's actually playing Vero. He's absolutely locked in, and you said it already. Is that he's a bit of a momentum-based person, perhaps? And after that first game, he started feeling it. And as I say that, he almost loses a rifle against the creep, but of course he doesn't because everything goes perfect for Tommy over here. Lacari finally is going to hit level 3, but it is fairly late in the game. Archmages are almost level 4, Mountain King level 2. There's no second hero quite yet for Lacari, who's just pumping Huntress. Yeah, this is not looking great. Moonglaive is not even halfway done.
60 seconds upgrade. Another deny! Meine Gott. TommyKay. There's an entangle from the back. There is no dispel yet, so that's a guaranteed kill. Replenishment still stacking. The big block on the Huntress! Oh my god, little crispy bacon getting the Huntress block there as Lacari tries to chase a priest in vain. Great immaculate micro from TommyKay, sending his priest back and falling behind his rifle line. Another Huntress goes down. There's the entangle that's not going to kill the rifle because it's being healed. A bash on the Huntress. The Huntress comes back in. Keeper goes melee, has no town portal. I think we're watching the beginning of the end here, Harston. Denied.
Yeah. This is not looking great. One more Huntress is gonna die as the Elementals are unleashed as well. Level 4 Archmage means level 2 Brilliance Aura. We're gonna have a new bolt available soon. And every bolt is gonna be a kill, or at least very close to a kill. as there's still 2 rifles, 2 elementals. Good split on the elementals as well, already preempting the wisp detonations. 1 detonation completely misses, 1 wisp gets killed, and the last one does manage to hit. 2 hunters do come out at the same time, and we're gonna get a little bit of target fire here on that 1 priest. Rifle goes down as well due to the entangle. We have another 2 entangles remaining.
He denied it again.
Oh.
That's so sick. Like, it was gonna die
some Moonwell juice
to the entangle for sure, but the TommyKay denies are insane. This keeper would have been level 4 if not for it. Gonna go for another rifle. There's 1 more Moonwell, like you said. What does Lacari have left?
It's too low. 8. Oh, another deny, of course. Here comes the final entangle. Actually, 1 more entangle in the bank here for the keeper as 5 peasants show up. They're gonna be building some towers. Ancient Protector about to finish. Do we have an Ancient of Wonders? No, we don't.
Damn!
Did not manage to reach the Moonwell. This doesn't look good for Lacari.
Seconds away from reaching the oasis of his Moonwell. He got taken out. Not a sip for you, says TommyKay. Not 1 sip as he stormbolts the keeper prior to reaching that destination. Towers right next to APs. The disrespect. Arcane Towers in his base as Mountain King with boots of speed is chasing the Huntresses. TommyKay, he's showing up so good here for match day.
Yeah. Ancient Protector is gonna get targeted down. Keeper of the Grove is being revived, but there's no Moonwell juice available. It's about to turn night, but I'm not sure if Lacari can stay alive until that night hits, to be honest. You have a couple of low HP Huntresses, more rifles moving across the map. We have that sustain with the Priest. And TommyKay played really, really sick Warcraft today.
Yeah. Got that Arcane Tower coming up that will predate the Keeper's arrival. Lacari's final moments in the winner bracket. He's loath to give them up, but the writing is on the wall already. 3-0. It's looking like it's gonna happen. Quite unexpected result. TommyKay was not happy about this matchup, actually. He was very worried about the Warden. Even invoked her wrath in Game 2 in the pre-game lobby chat. Okay, it's time for Warden. And sure enough, it came out. 1 more Stormbolt flies on the Huntress. It begs the question, are Huntress just 1 big giant bait with their Moonglaive upgrade? What do you think, Harston?
Perhaps. If that's what the story you want to run with, then I'm down for it. I'm not entirely sure how accurate it is, but I'm there with you. Probably bait.
Okay, it's not. It's not. They're good, but it was misplaced.
Yeah. I mean, if you get 3-4 extra unit kills here in the early game, I really do believe it looks different. Like every single interaction that was, you know, a bit like a coin flip, always went Tommy's way.
True.
Like sometimes you just have these days where it just doesn't work out, and it felt like that was it for Lacari, and everything worked out for Tommy.
Holy shit, well played, GG. 3-0 to Tommy. Wow. TommyKay moves on to the semi-finals of that bracket. There we go. Very, very nice job. Let's take a quick look at that. At the brackets. TommyKay 3-0 against Lacari. That means he'll face the winner of Lowko versus Turin, which is what we're going to be watching next. Lowko Turin is going to be Night Elf against Undead. That is our next one. Losers will meet each other as well. So Lacari will face the loser of Turin and Lowko. Could be a Night Elf mirror in the lower bracket round 1. Could be if Lowko outperforms expectations, since Turin is a little higher on that ladder. Could be sending Turin down the bracket to face double Night Elf in a row. We will see. We'll do a little post-game interview here as well. Let's get TommyKay in here. He's still deafened, so he can't hear us.
Yo, sorry, there I am. What up?
Yo, Tommy, what happened to you? You look like a freaking monster. It's insane, dude.
First of all, nothing but love to Lacari, man. Lacari, dude, I would wake up at night and think of Lacari's... Oh, shit, my microphone, sorry. I would think of Lacari's 1 at night, and Dude, I was out with my family today and like, oh, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm scared of this guy. And Lacari, man, I hope you beat everyone in the lower bracket and then we win the grand finals, buddy, man.
He's not here yet,
Don't
but
get-
we'll be sure to pass on that sentiment.
But damn,
Yeah,
that was interesting.
That was insane. You had more denies than all the other players together in all of the other series so far.
Yeah, chat. The Vipers and the fucking what's his name? Not the Sing Sing. This is how you play, buddy. This is how you play. And now they're in trouble. These people are in trouble. I know you're watching. You're all in
kill
trouble,
your own
boys.
units.
Just kill your own unit, man. Harakiri. Sun Tzu stuff.
Yeah, sick, man. Really sick. Yo,
I'm gonna smash your boy, chat. I'm gonna smash your boy. Sorry. What's up?
The nights were fucking insane. You sure you don't play Dota?
I have 20,000 hours in Dota. Yeah.
What?
Okay, yeah. Sounds-
10k Dota 1, 10k Dota 2.
Holy shit.
But I got banned for 25 years because I was too toxic to Russians.
Yo, what was your rank?
I'm so old. I played. There was no ranking yet. There was MMR pools. I was in the highest pool. My biggest achievement ever. I beat Ars out in middle. I remember that. But I'm so old, man. There was no rating yet. But then I got banned.
I see. So then to switch to other games. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
GG's.
Like, don't give up, though, man. Dude, you can do this in lower bracket and we meet in the grand finals, bro. I think
No, I'm not gonna
the
give
thing
up,
between
bro. You played out of your mind, actually. I was
I
very
think the-
impressed.
I think the thing between you and me is we're the most negative people. Like, if we lose, we go to a negative spiral, and that's, I think, what... I was in the positive spiral, you were in the negative spiral. But if you get the positive spiral, I think you can do this in the lower bracket.
No, I was chilling. Honestly, when it comes to competitive stuff, I don't really get upset. You played really fucking well, though. Like, I was super impressed with your play, actually.
Thank you, man. You're
When it
beautiful.
comes to the tournaments, I lock in. I don't really get mad. I have to
Okay.
say you earned that win. Like, all three of them.
It's not over. Maybe we meet again, bro.
Yeah, maybe. Eventually.
Cool. Harstem, any questions? I know you've recently discovered these two streamers coming to Warcraft 3. What is it like? Because you played when you were a kid. Harstem played when he was 14 years old. He's 2K MMR right now, so he's pretty qualified to play and to cast. But he discovered both of you because you started in Warcraft 3.
Yeah, it's been great. I'm a little bit starstruck. I'm a huge Lacari fan now. I discovered you 4 days ago, and I've been doing nothing but watching your VODs and been thoroughly enjoying it. So I'm sorry,
thank
Tommy,
you.
but I was kind of rooting for Lacari here.
Oh, don't worry. All good.
Seeing go down.
Nobody ever roots for gingers, man. I'm used to it.
But yeah, it's just been great seeing how skilled you guys are so quickly already. Like, it's actually very impressive. I think Warcraft 3 is a super difficult game, and yeah, the denies were freaking insane. The early game creeping pattern that you did, Tommy, was sick as well, especially the first 2 maps. It looked super clean. You hit level 3 so fast. And then when it came to Lacari, I think a lot of the decision making, like when it comes to picking your entangles, which targets to go for, like it was honestly, like, it was really fun to watch.
Thank you. Yeah, I wish I could have done a little better. I feel like if I would have been able to get, like, some XP, things might have went a little different and not lose some huntresses. It just felt like everything kind of went wrong. If I could have, like, kept a lot of my huntresses alive, I would have been fun. But
I feel like TommyKay really outdid himself. It was very impressive. The denies, like, I think human players hate everything more than anyone else. They even hate their own units so much that they kill their own. Every time we were Harstem and I would quietly be thinking, like, he should entangle the level 2 water elemental here, and then you did it. And so you had a lot of good prioritizations, but like you said, Tommy might be one of your hardest opponents since he's that aggressive. You don't get any breathing space. Unlucky matchup, but
I don't do well against aggressive. You literally matched me against my worst matchup, by the way.
unlucky.
Like, I do not do well.
How dare you, man.
At all.
But Tommy said the same thing. I went to his stream and I hear him complaining that he was put up against a Warden user and against Lacari, and it's my worst opponent to face. Sing Sing complained it's my worst opponent because I'm against Orc and this and that. So it's like, either I'm the most evil Machiavellian orchestrator, or everyone just makes up an excuse for who they're playing against.
No, I don't like aggression, bro. That shit's hard to deal with.
Good luck
Man,
in
it's
low.
fun going to war mode, though. I fucking miss that. Like, going to competition. It's a thing everybody should do in life, man. It makes you grow as a man, bro. I love that stuff.
Guys, good luck in your next round, both of you. Rooting for both of you, even though, of course, it's not possible to have everyone win, but it is how it is. It's competition. Thanks for joining the tourney.
True.
And with
GG,
that
boys.
first match, see you in the
Yeah,
next.
GG's.
GG's.
Go get him, Lowko. Go get him.
He called you Lowko, but I think he meant Lacari.
No, I think he's talking about like the next because Lowko and
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Turin are playing next, right?
Makes sense. Hey, Lacari, do you want to cast with me the next series?
Oh, I need a break after that, bro.
Okay.
I'm just gonna watch.
All right, sounds good.
But I appreciate the offer.
Okay.
I'll cast in a bit maybe. But
Okay, all right. Hey, good luck on the break.
Thank you.
Are you still
I
down for the
appreciate it.
2-on-2 later?
Yeah, I'm still down. I just need a little bit of a break. That was a very hard match. It was a very difficult opponent.
Yeah, understand. All right, good luck with that. See you soon, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yep.
Okay, Harstem, can I keep you in reserve? I'm gonna see if there's because
Oh, yeah,
I
sure.
like to cycle. Oh, Red Panda wanted to cast. Perfect. I'll keep you in reserve.
Was a
but
pleasure.
maybe tomorrow again. Thanks for joining. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. See ya. Bye bye.
See you, Ars. Okay, perfect. It looks like my mods are helping finding extra casters as well, which is wonderful. I'm gonna co-cast this one with Red Panda from the looks of it. And he's here, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh. I was wondering why I hear you double.
Yo, what's up?
Hello there.
Hello. Yo.
Yeah, I just went for a walk with the dog, and now I'm fresh again. Got myself something to drink, and been enjoying the series so far.
Nice.
How do
nice.
you like it?
Oh, it's been great. It's been great. I mean,
Right.
all of you worked so hard on improving your level, and it's so much fun to watch. I didn't think we'll be having an orc mirror in the semis.
I also didn't expect Viper to win. No offense in that direction, but Sing Sing seemed so dominant, especially MMR-wise, and he never really dropped below the 1500.
Yeah.
I think, right?
Yeah.
So from the get-go, he was always a bit ahead. At least it seemed like.
Yep. Yeah, very impressive. Your series, did you focus a lot on counterplaying Tasteless, or did you just build on building upon your own strengths so far?
I think I watched 1 or 2 games this morning from Tasteless stream yesterday, but I mainly just focused on being safe, not overextending, because I tend to do that a lot, overstaying fights and forgetting invul potion, heal scrolls and so on. So I really tried to never overextend, never go too deep into the undead base, and just keep it up, expand behind it, and take my advantage, and then try to win it in the long run.
Look pretty good, man. You've been doing insane
Thanks.
grind these last 5 days.
Yeah,
I heard you had a pre-planned vacation,
yeah, I did.
and you brought your
So-
laptop to play some clandestine Warcraft 3 off stream.
No, I got myself a PC setup where I played in the evenings, in the late night sessions for a couple of hours, but most of the time I wasn't really able to practice a lot.
Wow.
So I had about, I think, 5 days less than the other guys.
Yeah.
So I think I got as much practice in as Sing Sing,
Ah.
because he started later.
You mentioned earlier that one of your big goals was to kick out the Viper. And now you're meeting him in semi soon, after the series we're casting now together.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't really know what his Orc vs Orc looks like, but I think we play a similar style, so I think we will see a lot of mirroring.
Literally or figuratively? Mirror image? Or do you mean like you're going to do the same thing?
Maybe both.
Might
Maybe
be
both.
both. All right. Keeping
At
a
least not for me, the mirroring.
keeping a secret. Cool. We are going to be casting together Lowko versus Turin. Night Elf against Undead. Now, your experience level is probably mostly limited to Orc versus X. So, you don't know how the matchup looks like at all. It's like seeing a baby's eyes open for the first time and gazing upon the world.
I think you quoted me today when I was playing Undead today and said, "Ooh, what's that dragon he's building?" So yeah, my knowledge about a lot of units and especially heroes is very limited. I think I saw today another hero I never saw before. So yeah, I will see a lot of new stuff. Maybe you can explain some of the things to me, but
Sure.
I think I get the gist of it because I know most of the teams from my other matchups.
Yeah. Just ask away.
So after Warcraft 3 on Sunday, I will be deep diving into Dark Souls because I'm practicing for a no-dev event. And yeah, so I will be dropping Warcraft 3 like a hot potato, but I will return. That's what I'm keen on.
You like the game?
I love it. Really, I've been really addicted to it lately. It's been I think my most consistent pillar of the day. Waking up, going to the bathroom, and then going to the PC and still laddering it on.
Nice. Sounds good. Thanks for waiting and entertaining everyone.
You're welcome.
Already loaded up on some calories. Let's see if the players are ready. And then we're going to jump into it.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. They're ready. Excellent.
Let's go.
Let's go, Red Panda. Man, it's good to see you again, man. After Age of Empires 4 was fun.
It's been a really long time. I think we saw each other at the Nearly Apartment Cup, I think. Passing through.
We did? I don't even remember that.
Yeah, you had a beer in hand and we're walking to the PC and asked me, "Oh, are you staying a little bit longer?" I'm gonna stream now.
must be towards the end of it because you were not in the tourney. How did it come that you visited?
I was just there for a little bit of an content creator influencer tournament from Hand of Blood. That was happening also at the same time in the same location.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but it's really been a long time. I've been playing some Age of Mythology in the meantime, which remastered last year. And yesterday I played some Tempest Rising, which you also enjoyed, I think.
Yes, very fun. How did that go?
Was fun. Was also a little 2v2 action, free for all.
Oh, nice.
And I really enjoyed. I must say I'm always coming back to RTS in every shape and form because it's just my heart beats for it in a special way.
Yeah.
So
same here.
With everything going on here right now, what do you think is the basic build we are gonna expect here from Turin on the bottom left?
Turin. So he's going for a Death Knight first. I've seen Turin
the Todesritter, yes.
Yeah. Oh, how again?
The Todesritter.
Todesritter. Yeah, stimmt.
Yeah, the Todesritter. he's coming out.
That's right. I think that's what he plays against Night Elf. There's a lot of early expansions in Turin's playbook. I think he does that a lot. I know he likes Dreadlord Expo as well, but Expo against Night Elf is some of the hardest. Now that Huntresses are stronger, Night Elf is even better at killing early Expos. But Lowko is a very standard Night Elf player. You look at Lacari. Oh, Lowko denied one of his creeps with the Ancient of War.
No.
Yep.
Oh, that's painful to watch.
It's the small one.
It happens to the best. Happens to the best.
Yep. Yeah, I think Turin might just play Expo build. He has his Acolyte ready. He's sending his ghouls and skeletons and Death Knight there. A little low on ghoul right now. We'll start with creeping. And then I would guess Expo, but I don't know because he's a smart guy. I lost to him before in a Dune Spice War show match.
Does he come from that genre or kind of game, or were you both new?
He comes from Total War Warhammer 3, which is also a real-time strategy game with a turn-based overworld component. And then Dune Spice Wars is also kind of 4X together with RTS, so he definitely has that experience in real-time games. He also had some pre-existing Warcraft 3 experience, but it was very casual on Battle.net, so nothing like this. Yeah, he's going to be reprising the Undead. His brethren of the Undead race, Tasteless, already down 0-3 against someone.
The poor guy.
Poor guy.
But we rejoiced in the 2v2, and I think we still get along.
Nice. That was the idea with that too.
You know what was the craziest thing for me when watching Turin play? He's constantly yapping.
Yeah.
He never stops talking.
How is it
He's
possible?
constantly casting his own games. I don't know, really. If you see Tommy, okay, he's complaining all the time. But most of the other guys are basically only focused on the game. Some one-syllable words come out, but that's it. And Turin is just constantly yapping. I don't know how he does it.
I don't know too. It has somehow become as natural to him as breathing, which is hard for me even sometimes during the game as well.
Yeah. What you are natural at is keeping your mouth open.
Yeah, because I need more air because there's so much going
Yeah,
on.
exactly. Oxygen.
Yeah.
And do you think he wants to? You said Turin probably wants to expand. Do you think he wants the expo to the top, where Lowko is currently harassing from, or the bottom right?
It looks like it.
What's more?
It looks like it. Look at his inventory. He's got double sacrificial skull in his inventory, which allows him to instantly deploy an area of blight, which will create buildable terrain for undead. Lowko played 2 weeks of standard Night Elf, just trying to get better. And then since the last 2 days, after the brackets got announced, he got coaching from Kevin, a German semi-pro player. And he started trying to deconstruct how to counterplay against early expansion. Be there early, stay there, don't lose TP, bring wisps, remove skeletons, check their inventory. If it's sacrificial skull, it means expansion, and so forth. And it seems like he's really taken those lessons to heart.
Yeah. I think Lowko's been pretty solid, and especially I've said it to chat as well. I don't think the 1280 or something MMR don't reflect really his skill.
Yeah.
I think he's at least 1400.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. He has the highest win rate among all participants, which means his MMR is the most fake.
Yeah. Oh, Naga. Quick buy. Maybe go.
It's really cool how you can see everyone's different style and preference. Everyone is immediately good at something else. Tasteless, sick at surrounds. You, very aggressive, great unit control. You made your own build orders, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I was testing around and then got also a little bit of coaching from Francis.
But initially you did it yourself, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Which is...
But that's the most fun in RTS for me, at least.
Yeah.
To figure something out and do your own twist. It's like your own recipe for cooking.
I love it. The funny thing is, you kind of need to understand the concept of the game, because you can make a recipe, but if you don't know what you're cooking, what's important, then it's tough. So you just looked at the game and you said, okay, I need heroes, therefore altar first, right? And then I need units. When does the money allow me to make one, right?
Yeah. When am I supply block? When do I need a burrow?
Right. Turin is making a ziggurat on location, but not the follow-up gold mine, which is a tricky thing undead sometimes do. When their expansion didn't really materialize, they built the ziggurat, it becomes an option, but they're not really expanding, and they have a tech behind it. And that's kind of what he's doing now. No gold mine.
And Lowko sees it.
Lowko did excellent scouting. His scouting game improved a lot. You turn back the clock 4 days ago, Lowko be like, I don't scout because I don't know what I'm seeing anyway. I don't know how to make sense of any of it. Now, he's used 4 wisps for scouting, and he keeps rescouting. It's an insane transformation as a player.
I think that's his StarCraft 2 style also kicking in a lot, because in StarCraft 2 information is everything, right?
Right. Yeah, information is everything in StarCraft, but he had to kind of focus on so many new fundamentals that it can be hard to focus on it. Really nice handling by Lowko. Sends its archers back, keeps his demon and Naga to try and kill ghouls, takes another look at the expansion. Turin is just reaching tier 2.
Turin got 2 archers on the way back.
Very nice. This is Death
The
Knight.
Dämonenjäger getting low.
Dämonenjäger getting attacked by the... I don't know what it's called in German.
I think that's one of the worst experiences I had. Starting with the game, we faced a level 10 Demon Hunter. It was dreadful.
It was so good. I was so glad to catch it live. You had 4 wyverns, 2 taurens, 80 population army.
80 supply, and he only had a Demon Hunter basically. He just wiped the
one level 10 demon against level 5, 4, 3, 80 pop. You lost.
Yeah. Then I realized, okay, I shouldn't fight that.
You know how we used to call Demon Hunter back in the days? We used to call him Superman because you cannot take him down. Like he's too
Yeah.
strong, he can kill everyone
I
by
can
himself.
imagine that. Oh, the gold mine is now taken for Turin, so expansion is on the way.
Okay.
Lowko also creeping now his expansion, possibly.
Ooh. Have you faced any one of these?
What is that? What's a gargoyle?
What's a gargoyle? Yep. Garks. Garks are an anti-air unit with a small
Okay.
anti-ground attack and very good anti-air. But I'm
Like
sure...
the bats for Orc, right?
Well, they're better against ground than bats. And they don't
Okay.
die when they explode. But they're a specialist at
Oh, sad.
aerial superiority. But why would he make them? Lowko doesn't have any air units.
Because he wants to harass
Yep.
and take out wisps.
Yep, that's generally the game plan. Wisp harass plus mass towers. The amount of focus and APM it requires to constantly deal with gargoyle harass is supposed to lead to the Night Elf becoming so AFK minded that they let the expansion with towers come up. Now Lowko has been preparing roughly for an expansion. He tries to hit his 9-minute, 10-minute Master Claw bear timing, and he's ready to do it. And he would do it too, if he would be allowed to actually do it. But the Garks are here, attacking Wisps. He staffs his Demon home, buys Orb of Venom, and damages the Garks a bit. So I can now say the optimal play usually is to go take those towers down. It's 3 towers, but bears can take it down somewhat. But those Wisps harass, that's really annoying.
That's super annoying. It's like Mutalisk in StarCraft 2, so
Yes.
you basically have to decide at some point, do I just base race and go all in with my army, or do I keep getting darted around?
Yep.
A player's forces are under
Right, this is very scrappy by Turin. Lowko knows he needs to do a timing, sees the imposing visage of those 3 towers. Bear instantly gets tagged by the slow tower and by 2 spirit towers as well. Demon Hunter and a couple of archers are staying home. That means Naga and Bears are alone as the Death Knight and Ghouls and the Garks converge on Lowko's army.
Ooh, but you maybe can get 1 or 2 pickups with the slow.
Doesn't have Frost Arrow
nice
turned
hit.
on right now on Naga, so it doesn't have the double slow, which stacks in Warcraft 3.
Ooh, it does.
Yep. Oof. Look at that, Temple of the Damned, getting Skeletal Mastery.
What's that?
Temple of the
Temple?
Damned allows you to produce
there.
necromancers.
Oh!
Have you faced necros?
Sounds nice. I have to see them to tell you actually.
They summon skeletons? Sound familiar?
Yeah, maybe.
I think maybe
Might
you didn't
be.
face them either. You said you know almost everything.
I might not have.
I think there's half of the
Yeah.
units in the game you don't actually know.
My problem is I have rarely faced undead, actually. I have really few games against undead.
Ah.
a player's force.
So most of the units I haven't really seen.
Cool to see Lowko apply in real time one of the tips that Kevin, his second coach, have given him, which is if you see multiple towers in the expansion, that means most likely the main does not have multiple towers. Simply attack the other base than where your instinct takes you. And he kills the temple, gets a mana burn, gets a forked lightning on the Lich as well, starting to take down shop, maybe graveyard. Turin has the expo, but not a lot of high quality units. And Lowko is set up to maybe do a counter expansion. He's cleared it already, doesn't have the lumber right now. He's pushing over 50. It's kind of materializing as a one base all in.
And the gargoyles also got cleared mostly. Only 2
Yeah.
remaining, one is almost dead. So Turin's greatest threat for Lowko got annihilated, and he only has ghouls right now. And his heroes.
21 lumber, Red Panda. All those ghouls, they're both workers and they're army units
Yeah.
as well.
He has 0 income basically.
Yeah, 0 lumber income. That means all he can make is ghouls. Somehow he found lumber to make a shop. I don't even know how.
Maybe he quick dropped some of the lumber they were carrying.
That might be it. Or maybe he had queued it up a while ago. Either way, he's going to get that shop. He wants to get Orb of Corruption. Lowko, if he keeps up the pressure, he's going to be able to... whoa! Graveyard? Slaughterhouse. At the
Slaughterhouse is
expo.
for the big guys, the abominations, right?
Yes, and obsidian statues, the healers.
They turn into the flying ones, right?
Yes, destroyers.
Yeah.
Those can be pretty good. Headhunter Radar are pretty good against it, but they have their purposes. Supply even
Yeah,
for the both of them. Lots of
But
ghouls.
Lowko's getting his expansion right now, also in the back of this attack.
Nice. Double graveyard for Turin. I'm not sure he knows or he's
Yeah.
just planning redundancy for loss.
Excuse me?
Maybe he's planning redundancy, like he's planning to lose one. And that's why he's making two graveyards.
But the towers keep falling, and I don't think Turing... Do you think he can stop this push?
I don't think so. He doesn't have Ghoul Frenzy, which gives bonus attack speed and movement speed on ghouls. Makes them a lot scarier. He does have Orb of
And also-
Corruption.
Yeah. But the thing is, he can be kited infinitely. He has Dryads and also the Naga slow.
Yes.
So
and the
if the ghouls
demon,
get close, he just kites them.
demon with Immolation in front, doing I don't know how much, 14 damage per second against all melee units. Lowko is playing a very clean game here. His preparations really showed off.
And also he keeps recalling every bear that gets low. He's been losing almost nothing, I think, in this entire game.
His staffs are
And
so
Turing-
good.
Yeah, and Turing can't get out of his base. He's stuck at home with his ghouls.
Look at
He has
that.
no game plan right now, right?
You see that new building in Turin's base?
Forces are under attack.
The Knochenhof.
The Knochenhof, is that what it's called? Yes, the Knochenhof, the boneyard. It's gonna make ice dragons from there.
Oh, the Wyverns. They
bro-
got buffed in the recent patch, right?
The Frostworms, yes, buff. More auto attack range. Nice TP on the Naga.
And AoE, right?
Is it more AoE? Oh my god, the bear! With one life! Yeah, they got buffed a little bit. I think they got better AoE against air or something. And then they have...
Yeah, air or ground, something like that.
Yeah, and then greater auto attack range as well.
Players'
Lowko,
forces are under attack.
he had his TP scroll on Naga as well as his staff. This is how Night Elves should have it, but it took him a lot of effort to remember to put the items on the correct heroes during much of his practice. So you never know how it's going to go on tournament day, and he actually had it in the right spot, which is why he was able to save his Naga. Sometimes Lowko's streaming times aligned with me being in the garden, and I would listen to it on the radio, and I would hear a fight start, and then seconds later the Naga would die. And he's like, oops, had my TP on the wrong hero. Not this time.
What do you think is Turin's goal right now?
Turin's
Delaying
score?
attacks and darting around until he gets an army that can actually fight?
I think he has to
Lowko?
do a TP kill attack on the Tree of Life. He has to take that base away. But look at this. He doesn't get the vision to get away with it. He's going to go around the side. Turin is a very scrappy player. He's got Ghoul Frenzy. He's got one attack upgrade, working on one armor upgrade. He's going to take the orange camp. Funnily enough, Lowko saw him and is still choosing to creep this camp. Now, this is a high value camp. But soon, you would expect Turin to go for the main. And maybe try to surround the Tree of Eternity. Maybe cycle around to get the Tree of Life at the expansion. Game is far from
So
over.
many ghouls.
Look, he wants to get the Tree of Life. Cycles in. Lowko has to instant run or instant TP. Once those ghouls get this around... Oh, very quick reaction. Instantly pull this Wisp. That was
Very good.
Very good reaction.
Also Turin very quickly pulling back. As danger's imminent. And maybe he can get some pick-off kills here on the ghouls. Maybe even on the Lich. But decides to dart around on the left side with the Naga.
Ooh, wow.
Very nice movement. And if he keeps going left, he might be able to cut him off before he reaches his main.
Didn't want to get
Or
too
he
out of
could now
position.
pressure the expansion again, because Turin is very, very out of position. for that one.
True. I like that.
Keeps creeping on the bottom right. Yeah, and Lowko just can free whale on the expansion right now. We have a scroll to TP.
I didn't know Necropolis here.
Bears
He would have to TP to his main, which doesn't even get him that much closer. Goes in with the Naga, trying to fork lightning the Acolytes, getting a little bit of block. There it is. Fork lightning level 2. He killed 3 of the Acolytes, so whatever happens now, as long as he extracts himself from that tower line, he can have a fair fight against Turin. Turin poking from the back, but not committing. Very smart play.
Yeah, and he keeps trying to get his army up. Now we get an engagement. Naga getting nuked right now. Quick TP from Lowko. And
Nicely.
Turin buys himself some extra time.
Nicely done by Turin, though. He sent 1 ghoul to harass 1 Moonwell.
It's 2/3 down. Give him some time.
It's just 1 ghoul, and he lost no ghouls while Coil Novaing Naga out of orbit. Naga rebuy the TP again. Lowko is rich, and he's clever to keep buying Town Portal. He's got his bear upgrades coming in hot as well. 1 attack, getting 1 armor. Meanwhile, Turin is buying time, though. The cool thing about...
But Lowko is
Go ahead.
getting the map, right?
Yes.
Now Red Camp as next target.
I analyzed one of Lowko's games 1.5 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, when he was very new. And he played a pretty good game. But he didn't emphasize the creep camps at all, because he saw it very much in like StarCraft terms. Get your hero level 3 or get your bear, and then you do a timing attack. And he would run across the map all the way from home and do an attack. And then he gets there and it's no longer very good. And he would run past red camps, orange camps and whatnot. And I told him, I was like, look, there's all these creeps here. This is the real value of Warcraft 3. And he took that to heart so much. Between every hit and run from Turin, he takes a camp. This time he took the red.
Yeah. Turin now with the first Frostworm
Okay.
on field.
Think about...
What's the scary number in terms of Frostworms? How many does Turin need to really be a big threat towards Lowko?
It's a great
Or
question.
do you even mask them? Or is it just 1 or 2 as a damage support in the pack?
I think the second thing you said, the latter. They're
Okay.
more of a support. You definitely can mask them, and in FFA and 4-4, you might. Because he made them late, he doesn't have space for a lot of them in an 80 pop army. And the effect that they provide, which is a slow to someone's movement and attack speed, doesn't stack. So there's no added benefit of 5 worms attacking the demon or bear instead of 1. Having said that, they do deal very good damage to bears. So if it's bear killing you're after, there's no maximum amount. Looks like there's going to be a base trade. Lowko is going to take that trade. He's going to probably aggressively TP. Yes, he is. How many ghouls will he get?
1 with the lightning. Can you get some hits off with the Dryads? TP from Turin. Very nice.
His ghouls are going to stay. His ghouls are going to stay.
Yeah. Ooh! How many are there? 6?
Do you know why that happened?
Yeah, because he was too far away from the teleporting hero.
No, they were right next to it. Ghouls
Oh, they were farming the wood.
Yes.
Oh,
Therefore,
I saw that in the game from Sing Sing, where also most of his workers were killed because they were mining gold and wood.
Yes, and were you
TPing out.
you figured it out by yourself that like they stayed because the game wouldn't want you to TP out gold peasants that are mining?
Yeah, it's a smart mechanic, but in some cases it really hurts.
Yeah. So here he was trying to run away to the tree line, hiding against the wall, and one of his control groups must have right-clicked the tree. You can see that there's a blackened tree which was cut by the ghouls.
Yeah.
So they were classified as workers, and the game is like, all right, I'm not going to make you TP workers away. That would be grief. Lowko went into high upkeep, and he's getting an Ancient of Wind as well. In the past, he would make Chimera Roost under such conditions, but now he's getting an Ancient of Wind because he's been taught by his coach Kevin that Druids of the Talon are a good counter to Destroyers, and I guess he's applying the same logic to Frostworms. But the mains have run out, so Lowko is fortifying his position. He's getting 3 APs, he's getting Nature's Blessing, and he's just kind of trying to secure that third base while scouting for the third as well. And he's in position to defend here. Turin is going to try and blow up that tree and then TP out. Oh, this is a big play.
He might be able to focus it down, right?
Yep, I think so.
Repair comes in. Now TP. Very nice. How many goods are he gonna lose? 2, 3.
Only 2.
It was okay.
It was very okay.
It was a nice trade-off.
TP and 2 ghouls for the tree. Now, Lowko is making a tree in the top left, and he can move his main tree to the center location. So he doesn't...
you can walk those? It's like Terran moving his command center.
Or Mongols in AoE 4. Just
Yeah. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Dude, there were so many games, so many pro games I played. 1v1 base, the entire game. Orc Night Elf. And then they uproot their tree, go to the new base. And then Orc is like, well, shit.
Really OP, right?
That's OP. But then usually what happens is, because they have to staff their units away, their hero, before you blow it up, They staff to the tree. Now it's not next to the moonwells anymore.
Oh, and the units get killed off then. Or
Yes.
can get healed at least.
So you either take a fight on the Tree of Eternity, now staff is trash, or you
Oh.
attack them at their moonwells when they're trying to defend their tree, and you just start killing their
Lowko-
moonwells.
It's out of position again, and maybe Turin might be able to nuke another base down. Frostbomb's doing a lot of damage, and the base is cancelled.
Turin,
Now
man.
Lowko's only in one base,
Yep.
and Turin TPing out.
Oh, look at the dryads in
losing
the bottom
anything.
right.
Oh, they're killing all the workers, the acolytes.
He killed all 5 acolytes. Such a good job by Lowko. He's an experienced RTS player, right? I don't
Yeah.
know that he's ever done this in Warcraft 3. At least I haven't seen it, but he figured it out. He's like, I can't just sit back and let you hit and run me.
Now both players on one base, in terms of mining at least.
Necromancer is back on the field. 3 spells that the Necromancer brings. Skeletons.
Oh yeah,
It's got an upgrade for them. He will summon 1 ranged, 1 melee skeleton instead of 2 melee. Costs 200 gold. Kind of overpriced. It's the one he got first. Normally you get something else first. They also have an upgrade that gives 70% bonus attack speed buff to an ally. But he doesn't have
That's
that
huge.
upgrade. Yeah, it's really huge, but there's a -4 health degen
oh, okay.
per second.
Now we are getting ourselves into a little bit of a fight in the Turin's now third base. Frostworm's doing a lot of damage, a lot of splash damage especially.
Holy crap, they're
On the
two-shotting the
bears.
bears.
Yeah. The Todesritter is nuking single units. Frostworm's getting kite back.
Huge mana burn.
Frontline slowly dying for Lowko.
Lowko Naga gets level up. He actually split off a bear. He killed all the acolytes again during this.
Oh yeah. That's smart, but is it enough? He loses his whole army, because I think the Frostworms will be the main problem, right?
It looks like it. There's also invulnerability potion on the Death Knight. Demon Hunter already used everything. There is still a staff on the
Okay.
Naga.
But the whole army is gonna get crushed.
Yep. My
Oh,
god.
maybe 1-2 riots getting picked off? No.
The worms were insane. Turin is now
Yeah,
up
they're really, really good.
he's up a base. He killed every single bear. Now you do
bear.
what? You play... Oh, well, almost every bear.
But oh my god, the damage is insane.
What an insane comeback. Lowko had this game in the back, it felt like.
But I think that's part of the beauty of Warcraft 3.
Yes.
That's one of the main lessons I had to learn. You don't need to take any fights at all if you are really, really persistent. You can just start around, try to get some value out of run-bys and so on, and get yourself the army up first before trying to engage anything at all. And Turin has been showing how strong that can be. He had only fiends and 2 heroes, and now look at his army.
Yep.
He's been able to crush the entire army of Lowko, who was at what, 80? 90 supply?
80, 84, maybe 87, something like that. Turin himself, not quite. Those 2 worms never died. They took a lot of damage,
Yeah.
but they never died. He had a lot of mana pots. He focused down those bears. Very, very well done by Turin. It's moments like that where Night Elf wants to have double staff so you can save more bears. You want to either not focus the worms at all or only focus them depending on the situation. You could argue it wasn't a great fight spot because it's on Blight, which means quadruple health regen for undead, or it's actually 8 times health regen compared to what an orc would normally get. Very strong.
That's why everyone says never fight in undead base, right?
Yes.
Together with the towers.
How do you know that rule?
Demon Hunter,
No, I mean the
level 10.
never fight in undead base, right? Demon Hunter's elf.
Just experience.
Yeah. You try and then you realize.
Dove a lot very, very, very deeply into the undead base. Never been very good.
Yeah.
Because of the slow, right, from the towers. You can't really get surrounds. You block every unit blocks each other.
Yep. You know,
Just pain.
in the past, in Reign of Chaos, when the game first came out, there was no cooldown on healing pots, so you could buy like 4 heal pots and you could eat them one after the other. Imagine Demon Hunter with 4 heal pots.
Yeah.
Secondly, you
That's
could
disgusting.
you could not see the enemy inventory, so you had to guess how many he has.
A player's force.
That's toxic.
It's really toxic. It's like, oh well, his demon is out of position. His army is 2 minutes away. I'll just start working on it. Heal pot, heal pot, heal pot, heal pot, invul, TP. Oh,
And then
well.
you also have the Mondbrunnen.
The Moonwells, yeah.
Okay. Turin getting in position to maybe try and focus down Lowko's last mining base. What did he get? Wait, did he get anything in the shop? No, I don't think so. Has no money.
Invul pots on both heroes for Lowko. No heal scrolls. He's got bears and dryads. Nice 2-2 upgrades. Actually getting 3-3. His final money is going to 3-3. While on 1 versus 2 bases. Which is interesting. I guess he is trying to
Do you
expand
like that
again.
decision?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I think I learned from you. Upgrades are not as linear than in StarCraft, right?
2-2 is good
Yeah.
for this game stage. 3-3 would have been great if he did it before going to 84. If he stayed at 80 and then got 3-3 and then goes to 100, I love it. But going quickly over 80
Okay.
and then staying there for a while, it means you never have money. That means you should put 3-3 out of your head. So you either try to get equal bases or you try to go to 100 and fight. So his attack on Turin's base was with 84, 87, whatever. It was on Blight. Those are the problems. He would need to fight off Blight for a good fight. He would need to have 100 population.
The Fleischwagen, I never seen those before.
Not really a lot of call to make them against Orc, except if you face Necromancers. This is kind of a hidden combo, or let's say like a unusual combo, Necro Wagon. Take a look at the Fleischwagen, the Meat Wagon.
Yeah.
They automatically generate corpses inside over time. Those corpses, Blizzard coded this so nicely, so friendly to players. If you summon skeletons, it can only be done from corpses with the Necromancer,
Yeah.
but it automatically understands that there should be given a command on the Meat Wagon to unload the corpses, and then you summon from them. So you can just stand next to the Meat Wagons with the Necros, press animate,
And
then-
spam.
yeah,
Okay.
instantly skeletons come out of the Meat Wagon. It's very well coded.
Looks so nice. Okay, Frostworm's trying to tear down the base again. One Frostworm getting poked down, dying even. But the bears are slowly getting teared apart. Nice Frost.
No mana burns this fight on the undead heroes. There's a Coil
Yeah.
Nova on the demon. Lowko was too busy
Another
trying to piece apart how to handle this fight. There's
Yeah,
two,
it's
three.
just so much.
Yeah. The Meat Wagons are shooting his Dryads. There were worms, there are skeletons, there are abominations, and 2 heroes with Coil Nova. Very complex fights for Lowko.
It's just so messy, and maybe even Lowko saw most of the units never in his games.
Yeah. Probably. I mean, just
I mean,
like
it's
you,
possible.
just like you, he probably
Yeah.
didn't face a lot of undead players, right?
Yeah.
A player's forces are under
I don't know where they're hiding, but it's not in our range.
I'm not facing undeads either at my bracket.
Maybe they are just not existent.
It's all humans and
Dying
undeads.
species.
Sorry, all humans and
Yeah.
night elves.
And some orcs, at least.
I have not many orcs, but yeah, I see them. Will Demon 6 save this? He's not very close to Demon 6, and as strong as Demon 6 is, if he doesn't get his consecutive mana burns off on the Death Knight Lich, I think it's going to be tough, even for him. These abominations have 3 armor upgrades. They have a damage reduction of 32%. It looks like this foe is beyond Lowko in this game. Could try to farm
Yeah.
some XP. Oh, no XP. Some gold from the Granite Golem.
Turin killing his own acolytes.
But
And that's
Master!
a player's forces are under attack.
The younglings.
Well, he wants to stay under 80 population and still produce some units.
But the base is also mined out, right? So why keep the acolytes?
Yeah, true. He'll
Might
never
as
need
well.
it. Never need it again. Lowko is now at 50. Turin is at 77. That's a big army gap. You can say like, okay,
Yeah.
Lowko is at least making more money because he's at 50, but it will take a while to bridge the 30 pop gap. Remake Expo, Acolyte sees it in the top left. I think Lowko is doing correct not to attack. It's up to Turin to attack here. I do think Turin will win the fight, but if Lowko is ever going to have any chance at all, he needs to try and get Demon 6 and play off of his gold advantage in the top left.
What army would Lowko need to even try and take this
Player's
down?
forces are under
6
attack.
hippos, 3 Kims, like Chimera, 6 wisps for the skeletons and necros, 3 bears,
Town is under
and you
siege.
almost don't need dryads. So he's not
so
at all.
basically, his entire army is useless.
Yeah, he's not at all equipped for this.
Yeah. Oh, what are the clouds doing? Is it like poison
Yep,
damage over time?
yep, 2 damage per second, undispellable.
Okay.
One worm goes down.
Yeah. TP going out for the Naga.
He's stuck.
I mean, that's a lot of damage, but Lowko's army also suffered a lot. And does he have a heal scroll? No, I don't think so, right?
No, and Turin still has 2 heal scroll and a protection. He lost none, and he's well equipped to deal with the APs with those meat wagons. Sending the
Yeah.
skeletons in. Oh, he's got the frostworm upgrade.
They're freezed?
Yes, it's a high expensive upgrade. You can freeze towers and they won't defend. Naga!
Oh, Naga! Dying. Oh, 7 in the chat. Oh, we have level 6 Todesritter.
Enemy dead.
What?
Is he gonna use it?
I don't think so. Oh?
Looks like not so much. Oh, he's level 7 now.
And level 6 Lich, Lowko taps out, and Turin wins this one. I must say, Lowko looked very, very strong in the early mid game, but Turin's decision making to just dart around and never at all try to engage were just the right call.
What would you tell Lowko if you were his coach?
Keep it up, my little one. You can win this. And be careful of the Todesritter. He's very strong. And I think he just needs to be a little bit more confident and deny the expos of Turin, right? Because if Turin can't get his bases up that easily and keeps mining out everything, his whole win gets taken out of the Segel.
Try not to let him get wind in the sail with that third base.
Yeah.
And Turin's third base, his ghoul hit and run attacks, the TP flanks, the ghoul attacks was really good. He also got his attack upgrades. He looks pretty pleased about that. He knows he was up against it. Lowko, I think he's gonna learn a lot from that. This is the game where all his anti-undead practice came to fruition. He looked really good. He wasn't quite 1 second away from victory, but he did a lot of good plays. And then he had to deal with a caliber of player and a style of play he has never before dealt with. We saw a tech switch from ghouls to gargs to... What was next? To more ghouls.
I think. Yeah, probably more ghouls.
Then Frostworm. Then Necro.
Yeah.
Then A-Bomb. Then Meatwagon. Wow.
I never built so many different units in one game. It's just Headhunter, Raiders, and maybe some Torrent.
Wait, have you not made... I might be blowing your cover here, but have you not made Bloodlust at all? Witch Doctors? Torrents?
I tried around with it a bit. I have at least some experience, but it's not my main go-to at least.
Game name is up.
Okay.
Ooh, there's someone in chat that says he eats mango skin and the green part of strawberries. Madman.
But do you also bite the
Kiwi skin.
zest of the watermelons?
Oh, I've done that. Have you?
Really?
Yeah.
Ah,
Have you?
it's just so bitter, right?
We homegrew watermelons last season, and I realized the skin is edible by trying it. And it was It's not like,
By trying it not dying, how did you figure it out?
no, I gave it to my wife first.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's smart play.
My dog has eaten them too. It's nice. It's very hard. It's a little bit bitter.
At least you are using everything you are growing yourself.
True. Looks like everyone's in the
Grubby
lobby.
gleich Todesritter. That's right.
Dude, the German version of Warcraft 3, Red Panda, in 2005, there was a German player with those open-backed headset, and he had this volume so loud that you just know he has hearing damage today. It's the first time I heard German, and it just was so loud. All of the players could hear it through their own headset. It was like, der Schicksal wartet.
Oh, yes, I know that one. Yeah, it's nice. It's a different approach to the experience.
Yeah. One time I was at a tournament in Valencia, and they didn't have English Warcraft 3 for us, so I had to play on Spanish. Instead of work, we did a little bit of trabajo terminado.
But at least it gets a little bit interesting, right? You have
Yeah.
a new twist.
Yeah, it's nice.
You try to explore every voice line then.
Very
You want to
inspiring.
hear everything.
Okay. Turin is the only one for whom I don't know if they had secondary coaches. I think he probably just got coached by YouTube chat and Twitch chat.
Probably.
And by
Which can be dangerous.
yeah.
At least in my experience.
Surely you have not received any advice that might not be 100% effective.
The thing is, most of the people that are coaching via chat have experience from like 20 years ago and try to tell me which is the best approach for certain units or certain compositions. But some things don't even exist in that form anymore.
So the moment that you hear the moment you hear them say creep to level 6, you kind of know you should be discounting it, right?
Yeah, probably. I know that mechanic. You can only get XP to level 5.
Yeah. Lowko, guess I hadn't introduced him yet to the audience. He is a StarCraft 2 commentator. He's also I believe, Grandmaster player in StarCraft 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I heard 5.2k MMR, which is very good.
StarCraft?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's really, really good.
That's really good. Because I was tourney player back when in Heart of the Swarm. I came back to Legacy and I played it for like a week, maybe half a week. I got to 5k, and that's where it really starts getting hard.
Yeah. I think right now Grandmaster even is around 5k.
Ah,
So 5.2k might even be so top 150 Grandmaster. I don't know.
very nice.
At least a couple of months back, I also started to grind a bit of StarCraft again,
Ah,
and the limit was around 5k for Grandmaster.
you've played Age of
Which is
Empires
honestly, yeah.
and Blizzard games. Who do you think does control schemes the best among all the RTS you've
You
played?
mean in terms of responsibility and how clean everything feels and works, or what are the metrics?
Let's say 2 metrics. One is the response time, how well the game listens, and how well it's built engine-wise. And the second one
Are under attack.
would be the alts, the shifts, the controls, the hotkeys, like how that has been structured.
Yeah. I think nothing beats StarCraft 2 in that regard.
Yeah. I agree.
I think there will never be an RTS as perfect as StarCraft 2 in terms of how clean the game feels, how responsive it is, how everything just works as it is intended, and how much you can also improve and try to optimize your gameplay just by using what the game offers you.
Yeah.
Like the stealing from control groups, which was introduced in Legacy, I think. How much you can... How the pathing works in StarCraft, especially the surrounding, how units interact with each other. It's I think nothing will ever get on that level.
Yeah, I agree. I actually think. I mean, it's such a good engine. It flows so well. Units are
Yeah.
smart. Pathfinding, all those mechanics,
Yeah.
like you said, the hotkeys. And it's very likely there will never be a better one because
Yeah.
of the era in which it was made and how well it was made, which is fine. Because we still
Totally.
have it.
I mean, the clunkiness of Warcraft or H2 is part of the charm, right? So it wouldn't be the same experience if everything would just move as intended, if nothing, the coders wouldn't block each other
Yes.
the whole time.
You know, I
if you
love
could
that.
just micro them.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's part of the experience. And I heard, I think, wait, who was it? I think Shroud say in the clip that he was talking about extraction games like Tarkov and how a lot of games are coming out right now. I don't know if you are into that field, but maybe you know at least Tarkov and extraction shooters, where you go into the raid, you have an inventory and try to loot and extract to keep your stuff.
Right.
If you die, everything is gone,
Yes.
basically. And a lot of games are coming out in this year and last year where they try to adapt that gameplay, that genre. And most of the games try to get very clean. A lot of quality of life changes. Everything works. It's not so complicated, so new players can get in. But most of the games really die out a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months in, because that's what players are lacking. They want Tarkov and 50 different ammunition types. They want the clunkiness. They want the game to feel heavy and not fast and responsive. That's part of the charm. That's you need some friction, is what he said, and I think that's really, really true for a lot of game genres.
Yeah, I feel like you perfectly described Warcraft 3. I call Warcraft 3 a 7 out of 10 intelligence engine and StarCraft 2 10 out of 10. And that 3 out of 10 missing smoothness makes you have meaning to your micro moves.
Yeah. I mean, how satisfying does it feel to get a full surround in Warcraft 3 or micro your coders with speed scroll away? It's so much more rewarding than doing a circling surround in StarCraft 2 or
Yes.
focusing single units. It's because it is so clean. It works just as intended. You don't have to work for it. It just happens most of the time by itself.
Yep, 100%. I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
So we get a Naga, fast Naga, Turin in a lot of trouble maybe. Only has some ghouls again and skeletons. The tower is up in the Ruberturm. The second Ziggurat is coming up. Expansion not quite ready yet.
So
I don't think he can fight here, right?
if he's killing ghouls, he's hurting economy. He's getting kited by the tower. He's thinking about clicking the gold mine, but it's quite far advanced. Doing 800 damage is no mean feat. And Turin is using the Nerubian tower well here in order to
Yeah, he's
undercommit.
not going out of range.
Yes.
That's one of the things I saw Sing Sing do against Viper in one of his series, where he had an Arcane tower in his expansion, but was fighting the whole time out of range of it.
Yep.
If he would have fought in range, maybe the Fire Lord push wouldn't have worked that well.
You're talking about Northern Isles, right? The
The
ice map.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I was looking at the same thing. He took the fight 1200 range out of his expand. He should just be hold positioning around his arcane tower.
Yeah. Use every bit you have.
Yep.
Turin is doing that very, very well.
Okay,
I
so
think that's one of his main feats he has shown so far in the series, that he utilizes everything he has got in his arsenal.
yeah. Yes, definitely. Like, he's a scrappy player. Does like ghoul run-bys and stuff. Looks like he's going to go for gargoyles once again. His tech just started.
Are under attack.
Let's see. Tech will be done at maybe 9 minutes. Then he'll start Gargs by minute 10. He'll have Gargs in enemy base, just 2. By minute 10:30, he could have 4 Gargs again in Lowko's base. Lowko's tech is fast. He's 30% of the way done. So in theory, Lowko should be able to have a bear timing in the base of Turin before Gargs are in his base, unlike the previous game. So if Lowko can hit his timings, he's gonna have 2 Master Claw Bears against 1 Spirit Tower and double Nerubian. And I don't think you can hold that with what Turin has. But
Turin
we'll
needs
see-
some time to get rolling, right?
Yes.
Okay, nice scout here on the expansion.
Different play by Turin this time. He's getting the Garg and Fiend upgrades rather than the Ghoul upgrades. Previous game he played the whole game without upgrades. His expo was late. He's already working on the creature attack and catapace. So I feel like he's going to go for Gargs into the Bone Dragons, the Frost Worms. Not as much Ghoul
Getting
play.
the value cams. Look what it is. Ooh, Invul Potion number 2.
Okay.
Getting some cool pickoffs.
Kind of awkward to get two
Demon
of
Hunter.
those. It's surely a nice item to get, but it's one that you can purchase yourself, a lesser version of it from the shop. So getting that when instead you could get like Greater Healing Potion, which gives actual health, not just prevents you from getting attacked. Or maybe like Wand of Mana Steel that helps address the undead mana pool a bit. I think you could sell one. You could sell one potion of Invul because he needs Orb of Venom. It would help him with his timing.
Turin trying to get some value again.
Demon staffing away. Bear getting surrounded almost. This is the timing where Lowko needs to attack. Turin has 2,200 gold and is gonna start spamming gargoyles right now. This is a timing where you need to hit before there's too many Gargs. If you do not attack, soon you will face 10 Gargs, 15 Gargs, and that's something I think Lowko doesn't have a lot of experience against.
And also maybe might not be expecting it at all. Can he even take down that many? I don't think so, right? He has not enough
I mean,
strong anti at least.
the best anti-air Night Elf has is not even Night Elf at all. It's Druid of the Claw. It's Pandaren Brewmaster.
Oh, okay. With his Breath of Fire.
Yes, Drunken Age Breath of Fire combo is the main counter to Gargs for Night Elf. And then the second best
he's
counter
hitting good
is
timing.
Demon with Orb of Venom. Killing crypts would help because it will stop the gargoyle production. Turin gets another creep, buys Heal Scroll. He's gonna just drop Blight on the shop so that he has space for the Ring of Regen. Lich is surrounded! He could block it with the bear.
That's huge. And he gets a kill.
Big
Level
kill.
3 for Demon Hunter.
Big kill there for Lowko.
Pushing down the tower now. Lowko with a very good timing right now. Even getting the Ziggurat.
Temple of
That's
the Damned is
building.
here. Turin needs quick Necromancer production. He needs new crypts at his expansion. He's already remaking Altar. The creeps get it on the action. Lowko blunders into them, will lose an archer and is getting distracted, losing a crucial
Yeah.
little bit of timing. Is Lowko expanding behind this? Yes, he just sent wisps to his natural expansion. Oh no, he's building Moonwells. It's one
No.
base all in.
Yeah. But he might be able to delay the revive on the Lich.
Meatwagon coming out, very good against Dryad Siege. He's got his first Necromancer as well, can summon one set of skeletons. Lich is almost back.
Gonna be really close.
Oh, it's
Lowko
so
commits
close!
and gets the deny.
Oh,
Very nice.
wow.
That was huge.
Turin has a lot of money, but you can't put it in a bag and swing it over the head and hit the enemy in the head. That 1,000 gold is currently not being able to be put to use, and he's also going to be dropping low on lumber soon if he uses all his ghouls. Very strong timing attack by Lowko. Can Turin hold?
Yeah. And he's killing all the production buildings.
Yep.
Step by step. Even the Temple der Verdammten is getting focused down now.
Means he only has 2 Necromancers. There's 2
The ghouls
summons.
coming in. Nice mana burn.
Immolation level 1, because he has mana burn level 2. Ghouls don't like to be in that. Gargs going for the backline. Fork Lightning does not go to
Yeah.
the Gargs, but the Archer Dryads and Naga does.
Whoa.
This looks real
The
good for
Gargos
Lowko.
getting focused on so well here by Lowko.
Oh, nice bear transformation. He's gonna rejuvenate the Demon Hunter. But now he doesn't have enough mana to become a bear again. Lowko a little bit low on lumber. He's making 3 wisps. He has noticed the deficit. He's up 2 population. Turin has 1 spirit tower in the back. I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough.
Demon Hunter. Hunter getting quite low. This Invul.
Ooh, the double staff
Who
play.
getting potted out.
Staffs him home, staffs back in. This is a very powerful play. He healed up, he has full mana again. Oh, not full, he didn't click enough Moonwells, but still a good play.
Lowko really putting a lot of pressure on Turin. Turin, as you said, can't really use the money he has. He has rebuilt the altar, he has rebuilt some of the production buildings, but he's on dire ropes right now, trying to stay alive with his one tower in the base. A couple of ghouls and the Fleischwagen are the only thing left for him.
Turin also has no lumber. He used every single ghoul. Currently he has 2 ghouls and they're fighting and they're dying. Nice staff there on the bear. 2 crypts at
Very
the
good.
expansion and his lich finished. He has 2,500 gold, but the only thing he has money for is more ghouls.
That's actually so sad.
Oh, he's going for the meat wagons in the back. He dares
Yeah,
to
the
dive
wagon's
under
getting down.
base.
Level 4. Even the Death Knight.
Wow.
Getting really low now. Acolyte's getting focused out. I think Lowko has a formula in his head right now. Something
He hit
done
a
here for
really-
the Death Knight.
He hit a really good timing this game. The 10-minute bear attack.
Yeah.
Turin wasn't ready for it. If Lowko had literally waited 30 to 60 seconds more, there would have been too many Garks. But very good timing. There's the double staff play again. Demon comes back with full mana this time.
This time he's really, really strong.
How does it
It's a
feel
mana burn.
watching an elf do that? Staff out, staff back in.
So disgusting. But it's
Amen.
really well executed by Lowko.
Well, he's going in deep. He knows he still has double invulnerability potion. He would have to blunder bigly in order to lose this one.
At least Turin can spend some of his money with healing potions.
Lowko is absolutely
even
cranking
that-
his one base economy to the max. Going in for the Lich there, takes her down
Lich
again.
down.
Oh.
At least he has some ghouls right now in his expansion, getting in some wood. Wait, he built double altar?
Candy bombers! one of my mods believes in a double altar play. I mean, shit, if you lost DK and Lich at the same time, you're happy you made it, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, he has the money, right? So why not
Yes.
spend it?
True, make your money work for you. There's a slaughterhouse
Some passive
coming up
income.
on the left. Lowko is just owning this base. One armor upgrade on the bears as well to resist some of that tower shots. No thought in his mind about counter expanding. He's full all in. He did not want another long
do you-
game like that.
Do you think there's something that could be scary for Lowko? Like if he lets Turin build up on the left too much? Or do you think he's too far ahead to even make that much of a blunder?
I think he's too far ahead.
Okay.
But is that a jinx?
Maybe?
Look
You
at
tell
Turin.
me.
Look at Turin. He's taking his money and he's
Yeah,
taking it
he's
to Isengard.
Wait, is he creeping or no? He's counterattacking.
No, he's counterattacking. He wants to buy time, hopefully before his Halls of the Dead dies. But it would be Lowko's mistake to insta-TP and not kill it.
Yeah. Or even taking down the Grabma of the Relicte. Now TPing back. Yeah, and Turin didn't even get the bear.
Oh, nice Moonwell heal. Wellspring is available. Do you know Wellspring adds 100 mana to every Moonwell and it increases their nightly regeneration rate. So this is how the...
Oh!
Yep, it's so strong.
Oh my god.
Tier 3
Night Elf,
upgrade.
am I right?
Night Elf, am I right? Yeah, 100%. It's so strong when you have that, you
Basically
don't need to think so much about clicking it anymore. You know, statues are pretty good too. The Obsidian statues that offer health and mana, that mana is worth more than Archmage Brilliance Aura level 2. That's how much mana statues give.
That's huge.
That's huge.
That's actually insane.
In fact, I would even go so far as to say, I don't know if this is controversial, but I feel like Orc really got shafted in the mana department. We don't have any free mana.
No, we really don't.
I'm glad you agree. And you're an unbiased, fresh source, a new set of eyes to
Yeah.
the game.
And with a lot of expertise in other RTS, so I have a really objective take on that.
True. Not one of
I
those
wouldn't be
Warcraft
subjective.
3 tunnel-brained people that are be like,
Yeah.
Orc OP,
Am I right?
Orc this." We got an actual objective. spectator here.
Turin is trying to buy himself as much time as he can. I think Lowko should just attack with everything, and if Turin attacks, just port the Demon Hunter back. I think the Demon Hunter alone can take on that, right?
Sadly, yes.
There's not really any threat in that army.
Lowko didn't even bother with Dryads anymore. He's just making bears.
Yeah.
Bears are tank, DPS, and heal. So he's got everything he needs right there.
Yeah, the Marine of Night Elf.
The Marine, Medic, and Marauder of Night Elf.
Yeah. Just the backbone.
Nice.
But Lowko still not expanding. I think to really, really 100% secure the victory, he should take the expansion. I think he's doing it now, yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Just to be sure.
Oh, healing wards. Very nice item. Percentage-based healing for a unit with 960 health. 1/1 upgrades on the bears. He's getting...
It's percentage based?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was a flat heal. It's really, really good.
Yeah, so it's way better for Taurens than it is for Headhunters. Expo now for Lowko.
Okay.
Turin expanding on his expansion instead of his main. But Lowko's gonna go in. He's got hero level 5/5 healing ward deployed, going straight for the towers. Gives respect to the TP though.
Yeah. I mean, Turin is playing Warcraft 3 tower defense.
Yeah.
He made a custom map out of this match.
I mean, I think you can just waltz over this base. You're
Yeah.
level 5/5 with 1/2 upgraded bears. Full 60 pop army against a tier 2 army without orb.
Obsidian statue getting cancelled here. Naga getting focused, but no real threat for her. Nice TP.
Nice.
Tommy was really on point with the denies in his game, and I think Lowko was really on point with his teleports.
Yep. Yeah, that's a
Never
skill
losing too much.
that he mastered very, very early. It's difficult for new players in Warcraft 3 to remember how many items they have, when to use them. I remember I was already an active pro for a few years, and I still felt like my heal scroll timings were poor. So I had to put in some serious multi-day practice, focusing on it and nothing else. Just looking at heal scroll, even like letting other skills go, just to kind of bring it up to an acceptable level. So yeah, it can be really tough, but Lowko, he's fresh to the game. His staffs are fantastic.
Yeah. And I think he has found his own style that really, really suits him and works well for him. Do you know which race he was playing in StarCraft 2?
Zerg.
Oh, okay.
So what's Zerg like in Warcraft 3? You've got a little bit of that Blight creep action, but it's
Yeah.
not quite the same. Zerg is the most
But you have
expanding.
the ghouls. I
Ghouls?
think Undead fits Zerg.
Undead is a bit like Zerg,
He's a
but
little
then
bit-
if you look at like the multi-expanding habits of Zerg in SC2, that's more like human or elf. I guess Undead expands too these days.
Players'
Yeah, I guess
forces are under
it's a little bit like it.
The town is
But then
under siege.
Undead plays mass ranged, and Zerg, not quite. Zergling, Bane. all
Roach
those
Hydra?
ones. I guess. Yeah.
Okay, the ghouls are on on a mission.
Slow goals.
Yeah, they I don't know. They're trying to find something.
Uh-oh.
Demon Hunter's
Instant
back.
demon back.
Yeah. The trees hitting like a truck,
No boots,
like a
so
40 tonner.
A player's
this will
forces
take a
are
little
under
bit.
Turin now creeping. The left expansion. Oh, Demon Hunter almost scouting it.
I think if he has Ultra Vision... Yeah, he has Ultra Vision, so I think he actually saw it. You know about Ultra Vision, right?
No, what's that?
Do you know there's...
Actually.
Do you know you have less vision at night than in day?
Yeah.
Yeah, Elf doesn't if they upgrade it.
Oh, okay. That's an extra upgrade you
Yeah.
have to get.
But it's very expensive. 50 gold and 50 wood.
Okay. Oh, see, they even have burrow. Burrow spiders.
Yep.
That's so Zerg.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess so. But yeah, in the nighttime, elves see as if it's day, so they see you twice as early as you see them. It gives them really good stalking opportunities.
Wait, but they're not day blind. They see.
Yes.
see not
No, it's
less in a day.
no, it's a win-win.
That would be a that would be a funny mechanic.
Wow, look at Lowko's upgrades. Fantastic. 2 attack, 3 armor.
And Lowko really playing it really safe, but better than overcommitting and throwing the game.
Wait, have you
I
played
was really
Dota
screaming
2,
at my
Red Panda? Sorry.
a couple of hours with my brother. My brother was a really big Dota enthusiast, but I think not more than 100.
Because there's one hero there that's actually day blind.
Who is it?
The vampire guy, Night Stalker.
Ah, yes. I remember him. And then at night he gets really excited.
Yes. Nice target fire and turtling by Turin. If you can just keep shaving off a couple of bears.
One bear finally going down for Lowko.
Yeah.
He's been saving those.
Do you think
for
it's the
eternity.
first bear he lost?
It might be the first one. Oh. Bear didn't get healed up. Second bear going down. But Lowko finally trying to chip away at the production buildings and at the base of Turin. Turin now trying to take the engagement.
Lowko
Destroyer in
actually
the air.
playing this so well. He's even not casting Roar, I think on purpose, because he doesn't want to give Roar buff to the Destroyer. He tried to condition himself during one of his practice. He said, like, don't roar against Destroyer. Don't roar. Because they get damage and healing from it. And then he was like, roared anyway. He's like, damn it, Lowko. But now, when it matters the most, he's not roaring. And he's even, look at that. The transformations of the bears out of the fight, rejuve them. He keeps them in the Night Elf form, which actually means they get a larger percentage of healing, so that when they become a bear, they're actually full. If you immediately transform back to bear, then they will only be half-life. So he's doing so many optimal things that I see only in top-level players. It's just really impressive for a player that's so young and new to it.
Turin has a mission again. He takes 5 acolytes, and I think he's trying to expand to the left. But also he tried to take his main again, but gave up on that. Now Lowko pushing his expansion. Acolytes going for the left base.
Look at Lowko's minimap vision. Dryad in the main. Wisps on the expansion. He sees everything.
Yeah, really. The acolytes killing the wisps on the left.
That's small victories.
Yeah, they count. We need them.
Turin is out of money. Lowko is mining with 1 base, 72 population, fully finished 3-3 upgrades, making more Dryads behind this.
Lowko's really trying to starve his opponent out.
Yeah. Oh, they're magic immune now! Heal wards. Remember? From the patch.
That's awesome.
Turin doing a
the drive
little...
from the expansion.
he's doing a little old patch habits. I was so surprised it was still there. I thought, did he miss? The magic immune.
Dryads trying to take down the expansion on the left. Turin's last-ditch effort to even get some money in. I think the only thing left would be to sell his items if you want some money. Again, potting out the bears.
He could unsummon 2 of his cigarettes, let's face it. He'll never be 80 pop again. Oh, minus 123, that hurts. What do you think about mana burn?
I really hate it. That's, for me, one of the most annoying mechanics of Night Elf. It's really the Demon Hunter with mana burn.
I think a lot of people felt that way, so when they made Heroes of the Storm, they didn't include any mana burn mechanics. And when they made Hearthstone, they didn't include discard enemy card mechanic. These are some of like the most hated ways for people to play, where you do something and then they can't play the game anymore.
Yeah.
But Warcraft 3 is an old man's game. It is a real man's game, and real woman's game, by the way. And everyone else's too, where people can take away your mana.
This democracy.
Yep.
It's really hard for me to hype up this game because I think Lowko is just...
You don't have to.
He's ready to blow everything down, but he's just not doing it.
That's what I love about it. We don't have to. We don't have to hype it up. It's over.
Another bear getting saved.
I think-
Some spider dying. Oh, mana burn, look at it. Towards shooting.
Turin was saying like, yeah, I've got problems with my hands. Sometimes they hurt a lot, so I can't play like too many games for too long. Also, Turin staying in the game with 30 pop against 90.
At least he has that determination.
Yeah, he's killing units. That's gotta feel good. I think there's some mental advantage in that.
I think for Lowko, everything is fine, right? He doesn't want to finish and can't. He just refuses to finish him.
I think sometimes, like this, you should just not finish anymore. Just take 3 bases and be like...
Make him suffer.
Yeah, and make all the viewers suffer too.
Yeah. Oh. Definitely dying.
GG.
GG is called. And that's 1-1 for the series. Lowko, bring it back. And I love it.
Very, very nice job.
Maybe he
by
wanted to
Lowko.
reach level 6. Yeah, that's right.
Oh. Which one?
Lowko.
Oh, yeah, that's why he sent Demon home, gets Tornado. I don't know if he's used a lot of Tornado, and I bet you haven't seen it.
Tornado, the staff item, right? You
No.
can get dropped.
Staff item. Oh, no. Naga Sea Witch gets an ultimate called Tornado.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it.
She channels an ultimate. If she gets stunned, killed, or if she moves, it's lost. But otherwise, it's like a 30-second tornado. It is a summon that automatically moves like a sheep on the map, but you can control it to override that movement. So you can send the tornado, you can send it after an opponent, and the tornado does massive building damage, massive slow on enemy units, and it creates mini cyclones like the item that you talked about on units, but only once per unit. Very many mechanics in one ult.
I've never seen that.
Very-
That sounds so fun to use.
It is very
You just
fun.
click the tornado.
Yeah. It's very
Okay.
fun.
What's the next game?
Game name is in the channel. We're going to have Turin's map pick. He has a choice between Last Refuge, Northern Isles, and Springtime. I think he's going to pick Northern Isles. It feels like the expansion location is farthest away, which means he's more likely to get one without trouble. Last Refuge is very close expansion to an enemy, and Springtime has a difficult to take expansion, which might disincentivize him from wanting to do that. But we'll see. I'm guessing Northern Isles. You're in the lobby, Lowko. Turin is thinking. Scores 1-1. So you said, oh, I think he's talking to his cat or dog or something. It's cute. What's your all-time favorite map? Twisted Meadows, Lost Temple. Twisted Meadows is a classic. I like it against Undead. Didn't really like it against Night Elf and Human. But it's a classic map that produced many of the world's greatest games. Who won the Viper Sing? I had to leave it 2-2. Someone in chat will answer. So if you don't want to get spoiled, don't look at chat. I won't say it for those that wanted to catch this later. I mean, damn. Trying to prevent spoilers in this world while being on the internet in a Twitch channel, it's pretty impossible. But, fuck it. I'm just going to say it. Viper won 3-2. Sing freaking lost. Waiting for one more. Let's see. We'll play Northern Isles. Prediction correct. Northern Isles picked by the Turin.
Grubby,
Yes.
a theoretical question.
Yeah.
Would it be possible to, if the game series here drags on too long, to postpone the 2v2 to tomorrow?
Yep. No
So
problem.
we don't go over the schedule too much.
Yep. You're worried
Would be
about
awesome.
time?
Yeah, because usually at 12, so in 2 hours, someone else is supposed to take over, and it's midnight. So it would be nice if we could somehow be done until then.
Tomorrow's going to be a long day
Little
too.
bit of-
Are we not going to have the same problem?
We might, but We can try. Maybe tomorrow the games will be shorter.
I don't know. We'll see. But you cannot play off stream in case you don't have another setup.
It would be difficult. I mean, if the series with me and Viper would drag on too long, I would still play. But if the option exists to postpone, it would be lovely. But if not, if the other players want it today, that's totally fine.
Yeah. Keep it in mind. Let's see how this goes first.
Yeah. All right. Third match of the series. We have Turin on the top right, spawning in, building a Gruft, building a Altar der Dunkelheit, Lowko, Altar der Alten. We have the basic match coming up. Do you see anything fancy coming up? Do you know maybe any fancy strats from one of those guys? Or do you think we will see the same style as in the previous games?
I think Lowko practiced 0 games with another opening hero than Demon. So I feel pretty confident in saying we're going to see Demon Hunter.
Wait, you only plays Demon?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah,
I really hope I don't face him.
I just did a reveal.
So much.
Just did a reveal with you. You didn't study him. Yes.
I only studied Lacari and I know his warden preference. And keep off the grove.
You could meet either one.
Yeah. I really hope I don't meet Lowko. It's just an annoying matchup. It's not really about that I can't handle it, but it's just annoying to deal with Demon Hunter, right?
Yeah. Yeah, at the higher levels, when orcs play against Demon Hunter, he's also very, very good. Also the best opening hero. Eventually, you try to use a lot of raiders to ensnare him, imprison him away from the fight, while keep telling your units, don't attack him. He's very scary.
Yeah. Like Mountain King.
Yeah, like if you can ensnare Mountain King away from the Thunderclap in your back line or the middle line, that's exactly like that.
A player's forces are under attack.
But it's a very difficult micro technique to practice. I remember it took me months to get better at it. Like there was this new strat where you needed to isolate the demon. It takes months to get your micro to that level. Or at least it did me. Some people may learn faster. Plus information transfer is better these days when it comes to practice. Oh, look at this. Lowko is sending his Demon Hunter away instantly after taking the item and is letting his archer finish the rest of the camp. This allows him to take another camp with another item. He will get level 2 as he walks across the map. And then he'll get to the enemy base with level 2 Demon Hunter and 2 items the fastest possible. Very similar to what TommyKay was doing against Lacari. But his demon is standing still and he didn't turn off immolation, so he lost 5 seconds. He's going home! No, why would you go home? The whole point of this is to go into the map! No.
But the idea was there.
Yeah. He wanted more mana.
Boots of Speed, really nice item to get dropped there, right?
Boots of Speed?
For Demon Hunter.
Oh, Slippers of Agility.
Really.
Yes, it's a good item.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Slippers are they called? In German they are Schuhe. Like shoes.
Ah. Yeah, it's
nice Wisp detonate.
Rubian instantly made. Got a Wisp on some skeletons. Has immolation and mana burn. Instant focus on the archer. There's that clunkiness of movement where the demon blocks the archer a little bit. Turin can tend to delay his expo a bit until it's safe, just relying on the Nerubian. Buildings are so strong that when they finish, there's nothing an archer and demon can do to finish it.
Yeah.
I remember the first time Lowko showed up here, he would like hit the building, try to kill the Nerubian, as he's doing now. I told him it's useless, and sure enough, it might cost him an archer or a surround.
Oh, really nice round from Turin here.
It's not a surround. He can escape. He can escape via the north side. He just wanted the trade against
Didn't want
Ghouls.
to.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's minus all health and mana. Here you could get staff, run home, heal, TP back to your archer, but for what? The best thing you can do is to do another attack later via the side. So you get one cancel on the gold mine if you just walk through the middle that is sure to be scouted, then you'll be tagged by the
Players'
Nerubian
forces are
again.
under attack.
Turin knows that. He's going to check the middle with a skeleton. Lowko goes all the way back home, the Walk of Shame, 4 Moonwells, and Turin starts creeping. Very clean opening by Turin.
Yeah, he's in a really good spot, I think.
Maybe the
At
best
least a very
spot?
comfortable spot.
Yeah.
I think that's his comfort zone in game, right? He gets his expansion up, can get some creeping done, no map pressure from Lowko.
You know, for the longest time, Undead couldn't expand at all. All the way from 2003 to 2018, Undead Fast Expo did not exist. It was not
Is under siege.
possible economically because you needed a graveyard for the skull that drops blight, which means you couldn't Nerub on the expo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And if you had to make the graveyard first, it was so late, you didn't need graveyard for anything else because you don't need fiends, you don't need slaughterhouse. It just was not viable. So Undead was known as the one race that can't expand ever. Not fast expand, but not at all. Orc would expand to tier 2, Undead would just not expand. But everything changed in 2018. So now
Are under attack.
it makes a chance for us mortals that aren't like gods like Happy to also play Undead and have fun and do well.
Yeah, Happy is an anomaly in terms of
Yes.
Undead, right?
Yes. He has like 300.
What do you think makes him so different or special?
I think he's very intelligent. I think he has some. His mind is different than other people.
Okay, let's put it that way.
He's very intelligent. He's very fast. He's very driven, hardworking. So yeah, he's a phenomenal player. I think he would have been the best whatever race he plays.
Okay. But he chooses to play Undead,
Yes.
which is also kind of a flex, right? Because at least I heard that Undead, in terms of win rate, is one of the lowest of the 4.
The thing about win rate, if you look at ladder is self-correcting. So if you're Undead and Undead is weak and you are gonna lose because of it, you will then drop to a lower bracket and then you're 50-50 there. So you cannot actually tell from win rates. It's completely unreliable metric to look at win rate and then say, look, because it's always going to be around 50-50. You will just drop lower MMR. So more relevant stat is to see how many high MMR Undeads are there. And there are not many. Like I face none. I face
Or tournament results, right?
tournament results as well, but Happy wins so many of them because he's special. So Undead gets nerfed in patches.
That's crazy. So it might seem to new players as well that Undead is such a nice race. They
Yes.
start playing Undead and just get demolished.
They're like, this is not what was
Actually-
advertised to me.
Yeah, actually, Happy is the most toxic player I know now.
Yes, he's
Thinking
ruining
about
it.
it.
Tasteless
The false
even said
advertisement.
he looked up the best player in the world. It was Undead. He thought, I'll just do that. He thought he could be like Happy.
Oh my god. And now he's stuck playing Undead.
Yep.
Getting bullied.
Yep. But with Orc, you're in a good spot. You're like in the middle point. Human on top, Undead below, Orc and Night Elf in the middle. It's all good. And you know, this is all relative. We're talking about a couple of percentages. Like it's not not big stuff. Overall, the game is quite well balanced. In fact, I think it's better balanced than it has been ever.
How come?
I don't know. I think Blizzard's less arrogant. Like current Blizzard
Are under attack.
is not arrogant like old Blizzard. Old Blizzard felt they could do no wrong. Then we saw them in the last 10 years, so that dispelled that notion. And then the new team that's heading the Blizzard Classic, and they're not afraid to take risks. You can tell they actually know the game, which I know a lot of people are gonna like raise their eyebrows and be like, really? A dev that actually Blizzard that actually knows the game at a high level, but actually true. So yeah, I think the balance is in a great spot. The strategical diversity is much better. Not that I mind it.
Okay.
Not that I minded back then. Like I played the same build every single game, every single matchup in those years. And so did Elf. They only played Talons against Orc. They only played Bears in other matchup. But it was good. It was good times. But strategically, diversity-wise, it was not good. Much better now.
And we loved it, right?
Yeah.
Meta not getting too far in one direction.
Yep.
I think that was one of the main reasons StarCraft 2 also lost on popularity and player count, because the game was so well balanced in terms of how everything was put into place that only 1 or 2 strats were really legit, and it was only a difference in terms of mechanics. So the best mechanical players would always come out on top, and
Yes.
strategy and diversity would fall behind very surely.
Yep. You pretty much played the same every game, small different opener maybe
Yeah.
sometimes, and then you converge to the same. Which again, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I'm not like happy, but I also like doing the same thing a lot. And
And I mean, it's technically not a bad thing for an esport title, right?
Yeah.
To be perfectly balanced and only the really best player would win, but it comes at the cost of enjoyability, I think, especially for players and for viewers. And it's really hard to get into it then, because people who have been playing for a long time just have this huge advantage. And
that's always kind of
Getting
going to
into
be
that.
the case, I guess. StarCraft just is a very fast game, which means that if you want to get like high in the ladder, it puts it out of reach for most of the people. I do think Warcraft 3
Yeah.
is a slower game where it's more about game knowledge and decision making, and a little bit less about insane mechanics, which is nice.
which is also kind of untrue, because the micro, especially for some races, is really intense. Even I didn't touch some of the units, or at least I looked them up, but I decided not to use them because I knew for my level of play right now they would be too much to handle. I wouldn't be able to utilize them sufficiently, so I just said I would rather focus on stuff I can manage really well and do the best with that.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh, a little bit look back for Lowko. He's got 3 archers at home defending against Gargs. These Gargs...
Very nice.
Yeah, it's good. The Gargs are now at home. Turin is holding on level 4 too. He's got 2 statues, many Gargs. Upgrade for Gargs, 1 attack. He's making a slaughterhouse. He's got 4 towers in his expo, 2 towers in his main. We've got 2 base against 1, level 4-2 against 3-3. Counter expansion just started. Lowko is attacking 2 minutes later than last game. I think it's tough for him.
Ooh. A lot of damage on the Demon Hunter, getting instant invul. Spotted. Now trying to mana burn, but the Gargoyle's doing a lot of damage against the Dryads.
Good Dryad
Now we have
micro.
a count that can actually do some damage against them.
The
Demon
staff!
Hunter coming back, but it's get killed.
He staffed via the minimap, so he targeted a low HP Dryad. It got killed, so it cancels the staff. Demon Hunter's at home. He
Is
forgot
it on
to
cooldown now?
Yes, it's on 80-second cooldown.
Okay. That sucks a lot. Even the bear getting focused down now. And that's really bad place for Lowko to be in right now.
Yep.
His timing was off, and the Turin got his expansion up. He's in a really nice spot for himself, I think. Got the defense up, and isn't in the trouble he was last game, and can try to utilize the advantage he's got. Now the Gargoyle's going for the expansion. Might even try and find here 1 or 2 units.
Gonna get caught. He loses flying vision, so he can't kill the Gargs anymore. The Gargs will immediately try to cancel the tree, and Lowko is not respecting it.
Yeah.
He needs to stand on that tree of life to cancel it. Now he understands
But they
the danger.
skip it. No? Now they're coming back.
I guess they were still in shift command
Turin?
to escape
Yeah,
to
probably.
that place, and now he's actually...
And I think he can take that army, right? Or is it too much?
No, archers...
Right in the 3 archer.
Yeah, the Dryads will fall fast, but the archers are unkillable, which means getting
Okay.
free shot at for a while. He will lose like... I think he will lose 6 Gargs to try and cancel
Okay.
that Tree of Life. Ooh,
Flying over the army. Ooh, getting nice lightning bolt here.
-2 so far. Might get 1 more Gargoyle.
Very
So,
nice. Pickoffs here.
3 Gargs
Another one
down.
goes down. Flying over the archers again.
Ooh.
1 gets slowed, 2 gets slowed. And I don't like the position of Turin anymore.
Yeah, that's -4 Gargs.
At least his advantage is gone really fast.
However,
Are Gargs like the Wyverns for Orc? They are XP farms, or are they not that bad?
No, not that bad. They're 2 population.
Okay.
So they give the same XP as a headhunter. Nothing like a wyvern.
Okay, that's fine.
However, Turin is not banking on only the Gargs. They are a tool for him to gain space on the map. He's switching into Necromancer, Abomination, Disease Cloud once again. That's going to be interesting. Lowko is getting Hippogriffs. Those Hippos will help against the Gargs, but he needs at least 3 to deal with 4 Gargs if they're going to fight by themselves. It does give
Losing
him
some
flying
wisps
vision. Okay.
Oh, I never see the Hippogriff before. It's beautiful.
Player's forces are under attack.
Did you know that
Zoomed in on him.
archers can get on the back of the hippo, and then they're archer on the hippo? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's true.
No, you're trolling me like
No.
Teslas.
No, actually, I swear to God, it's true.
Okay,
It's called the
Hippo
hippo.
Archer Vest.
It's called the Hippogriff Rider. You take the health of the hippo and the archer and you add it to each other. They lose 100 range compared to what the archer normally has. And then they can shoot from the skies, but it kind of sucks. Like, it's not a good unit. It's kind of like a wyvern.
Oh. But it's fun, right?
Yeah, it's very fun.
Gargoyles winning against the Hippos.
Yeah, they're both an
The blue
anti-air
reds are-
specialist, but the numbers...
Losing. One of them. Now 2 against 1. Nice Moonwell. But forcing the high HP one and losing the second Hippo. Well, that sucks.
Okay,
Another Hippogriff coming out.
let's see who wins this one. This is the little proxy war that they're fighting. Level 5 DK, 3.5 Lich, 3rd base production by Turin. Saving up abominations, getting lots of upgrades. Oh, there they go. No more Gargs.
That must feel nice. Like catching a flock of mutalisks.
Yeah. But now you have to
At
fight
least you
against...
know
Go
that
ahead.
potential is gone. To get annoyed. Losing
Yeah.
1 or 2 wisps against the stray one.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I got slightly out-leveled here. Lowko got out-leveled. He's 66 pop, 74 for Turin. Turin has 1-1 upgrades for his ground. Lowko has 2-0. Okay. Lowko has a running base, but it's only with 3 wisps inside right now. I'm not sure he noticed yet.
A player's
I like
forces
Turin's
think so.
position here. It's a very complex
Yeah.
army to fight against. What Turin has with those necromancers.
And if at least it looks like not as complex to utilize yourself, right? I think your main micro is the Totenbeschwörer with the Flashwagen
Yeah, exactly.
and your heroes, right?
You can autocast Raise Dead, but you must do it at the beginning of the fight. Otherwise, they would be doing it all the time right now. The Abominations
Okay,
add a
yeah.
lot of micro space because they're just going to stand there and be tanky. And that then gives you attention to your DK Lich to Coil Nova every 7 seconds. So,
A Wisp Scout here for Lowko, seeing the army coming to the right. I don't. Oh, okay.
Lowko
I
needs
was about to
wisps.
say I don't like Lowko's position, but at least some army caught up.
Yeah,
But
those-
I think Turin has the edge here.
Yeah, I
right
think
now.
so. There are APs coming, but the meat wagons can take care of them, and he's dealing with them right now. Sorry about the zoom-ins, guys. It's unintentional. Naga getting focused. Could be a Coil Nova to
Yeah.
try and take her out.
Has Beast Scroll. Should use it. Even the Demon Hunter getting really low. Now Invul Pot.
It doesn't need Beast Scroll
No
because,
scroll to Beast.
because bears use it, actually. It's the same spell.
Okay. Ah, okay, I didn't know that. Oh, wow, she got nuked.
Yep. Look at the skeletons.
Oh my God, how many skeletons are there? It's crazy.
I think you can have up to 24.
Wow.
Mana
It looks
Pot,
so
Nova,
one-sided.
Demon
It's
Dead,
crazy.
Turin gets level 6, GG.
GG.
Oh, 2-1.
Wow. That looked so dominant from Turin right now. And I think that's his biggest strength, right? If he can get his game plan up and just utilize his strength, dart around the map, get levels on his heroes, and get his dream army, he's a really, really big threat for Lowko right now.
Yeah, I think his expansion was too early this time for Lowko to contend with. That moment where Lowko didn't sent his demon onto the map, I think he lost a lot. Like, he had a perfect setup to send his demon into the expo, and then he just ended up not doing it.
Wait, my chat is telling me, is Turin playing while standing?
Really?
Is that the case?
Let me see.
Or is it just the camera?
I don't know. It might be true. That sounds
That
way
would be even more impressive.
that sounds way too fit for me.
I think he is, right?
Yes, he is standing, people say.
That's crazy.
Dude, my knees would be killing me.
Imagine he's had a walking pad, a treadmill.
I've seen some people do it.
Yeah, me too. That would be the biggest disrespect for this tournament. Just walking your miles on the treadmill.
I mean, if it helps him.
Yeah. Some people really need it. I think I know one German streamer who has been doing streaming with treadmill on for so long. He can't really focus without walking on it right now. He really needs it because it's just part of his routine
Interesting.
for streaming.
Okay, I'm gonna take 2 minutes. You can take break too,
Yeah.
or stay up to you.
I'm good. Chat. It's going maybe to the last map, Turin against Lowko. We have been not really casting as much of the game and doing more of a talk, but I really, really enjoy the series because in terms of MMR, like I said before, both of them really shouldn't compare. Turin should wail on Lowko, but Lowko has been really, really strong and been keeping up a really good fight against Turin. And I think if he finds the Lücke in Turin's playstyle, he can utilize that and really, really punish him for that. Die Lücke, yeah. The hole in his playstyle. Die Lücke. I think my biggest advantage right now is that Viper is dead and it's getting really late now. Maybe he's really sleepy for our series coming up. I think that could be my biggest my biggest benefit. I've been feeding myself caffeine. WinCon late at night, yeah. That's debuff. Am I right? So, I'm the only one missing in the lobby.
Yes.
Been talking too much shit. Sorry.
Is there more the Viper games? Yes. Viper, Red Panda after this.
Yeah, I was talking about it. I hope he's so sleepy that I will win the series because of that.
When was it scheduled for? I think it was scheduled for 2200.
Yeah, I think so.
So, little over schedule. Okay, they're ready. Gonna start. I don't know if this was actually the map. Was it? Let me see. Yes, it was. Okay, I guessed. It was 50-50. Coin flip. Good.
Saved.
TommyKay, bro, my kid woke me up at 6 a.m. I'm cooked tonight, man.
Oh boy.
Wait, you're playing in like one. You're playing in 2 hours.
2
Tommy.
hours. Oh, poor guy.
Dude, I started so early. 3 o'clock.
Yeah. I started at 12 noon.
With stream. Why would you go
Yeah.
so early?
We have a Sabaton right now, and my shift is started at 12 till 12, so 12 hours.
I see.
I see. Today. Wait, I need to look up the veto. Sorry, I need 1 second. I saw I got pinged in the channel.
Right.
That
My mods are asking
need to
you
veto.
for your vetoes. Okay, you take care of that. I'll introduce this. I think if you nap at night evening, it fucks you even more. Yeah, Tommy, I've done that before in tournaments, and it's usually not a good idea. It's kind of tough. Should you stay amped up, or let yourself relax in between? I usually find adrenaline and amp all the way to the to the evening works best. Can't crash. More coffee.
Okay. Have you heard about the smack talk between Tommy and me?
No, what's that?
I think was it yesterday or 2 days ago? We had a little bit of getting clips sent back and forth
A player's
and some
forces
smack
are
talk
under
between
attack.
each other, and I think he got some really big confidence boost because of that, and we got a new sub sound, which got just played, which goes, "Is bonjour French for pussy?" So yeah, every time I hear that, I get a little bit of joy in my heart.
Isn't it Korean for like God Gamer?
Yeah, it comes from South Korean.
But do you know the
Because-
exact translation?
I
Goats or
think
something?
it's like Grandmaster or something. Being the very best. I think it's translated to being one of the best and dominating for a really long time. At least in StarCraft 1 scene it was. Like Flash, who were Bonjos?
A player's forces are
Like Flash was one.
Yeah, so like the Viper and AoE2.
Yeah, exactly. Viper would be AoE 2 Bonjour.
Lowko
Like
doing
Faker in League of Legends.
Faker in League, yeah. Yeah, I've seen Faker's exploits. I haven't played enough League to appreciate how good he is, but I know how many people play League, so I know that
Yeah.
winning it must be very, very tough. So, impressive.
Yeah, and I think, especially considering he's got older, while most of the other players, really, a lot of players, young players came after him, he still managed to keep up on that top level and managed to dominate and win multiple championships.
That is really cool.
I think he hit the 30s.
That's so old. Holy shit.
Yeah, for an esport player, it's really old.
Yeah. Nice coil. Looks like Turin is
29,
not gonna fast expand this time. Oh, Faker's 28
Yeah.
years old. Oh, he's only 28.
Okay, and he still got 2 years.
Still got 2 years. Bro, you're killing me. Anyways.
a player's forces are under attack.
How old are you?
No need. I remember when I was 18. That's all that matters.
Do you know how old I am?
I'm guessing 29. No, 26.
26.
Yeah, I'm guessing 26. I got it.
Yeah, okay.
Got it right before you said it.
Good guess.
Honor must be roughly my age. How old is Honor?
Honor's 10 years older than me. He's 36.
Oh, shit, I'm still older. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You're as young as you feel, which is something only old people
Yeah,
say. Turin,
You got the NorthCon second place. You got the Warcraft 3 glory.
Wait, NorthCon?
Yeah, this was his proudest achievement. NorthCon second place, 2011. He always talks about it.
Man, imagine talking about your past glories all the time. Huh?
Right.
Who does that? So no expansion this time. Lowko is very well aware of it. He's got a sentry board here. Wisp on the expansion.
Do you think that's good or bad for Lowko?
I think it's
think
very
it's really
good,
good, right?
for Lowko, yes. Not to need to play
Yeah.
against economy imbalance. I think he's very happy with that.
I think now he's trying to creep it. The expansion. But Lowko sees it with his wish.
Yep.
Has it on the trees.
Yeah, Wisp. 2 Wisps, a sentry ward. He could not see this any more than he already is.
Yeah. Even Turin sees it as he sees it.
Yep. The Turin gets his level 3. Definitely respectable. It's got some nice items as well. Might just pop down the sacrificial skull here for future reference. This may be useful later. Naga.
Maybe.
A player's forces are
Naga.
under
Demon level
attack.
3 coming. Power spike of the demon level 3. Instant tier 3. Instant double lore. Lovely build order speed there.
Oh, Lowko is mit the Naga.
You should be able to get one ghoul unless there's some really inspirational body blocking.
Yeah, maybe some body blocking with the Demon Hunter.
Or you can body block your own Naga with Archer.
Also true.
This crypt is cancelable. That means fewer gargoyles, because it's once again Gargs. Looks like Turin's playbook is use Gargs, put them on the back foot, waste their time, and then go into Abomination Necro Wagon. Yo, thank you so much for the 10 gifted, Noble Kneal. Noble Neil. I don't know where that... Oh, the KN. Yeah, I've been pronouncing Knopf's name. Thanks very much for the 10 gifted. Thanks everyone for the support.
So we got ourselves some taking on the way for Turin.
Okay. Instant
Lowko
tier
also going for the Baum of Ewigkeit.
3. Eeuwigkeit? What?
Baum of Ewigkeit.
Baum of Ewigkeit. You don't know the English
Tree of
words, do
Eternity.
you? Because you have the German.
No, I really absolutely have no clue.
Yeah. You could try to guess, but if you get it wrong, people are gonna laugh and point, and then you'll feel bad.
I would guess it's Tree of Eternity.
Yeah. So what are ghouls called?
Cool.
Okay.
But without, it's in English, it's O-U, right?
Yeah.
In German, it's just U.
What?
Ghoul.
Oh, ghoul.
Yeah, there's no O.
Uh,
Ghoul. Yeah.
but is that an actual word? In German?
I don't know, actually.
Maybe it's more like a fantasy word, the interpretation of.
Yeah.
Town is under
I guess
siege.
so.
Yes, it is, says chat. Oh, okay, cool.
Cool.
Cool, cool. Ancient of War is in position to creep the Mer camp, but he's giving space to Turin. By the way, that's double crypt, but I don't see any Gargs. Do you see? Do you see any Gargs?
Not yet.
So there's not gonna be any. Garg's best time to be made is now, and the worst time is not now. So if he's not making them, that means he's going for Mass Ghoul Frenzy.
Yeah, maybe he tried to fake Lowko out by letting him scout it.
I think it's working.
Like going double Spire and then going Mass Roach.
It's working. He's got all his archers
Yeah.
at home for a while, until we realize this may no longer be materializing.
And now Turin is going for the expansion. He cleared earlier. Is it normal that Turin has always a lot of money in the bank? Is it normal for Undead, or is it his playstyle?
No, it's
wait
just
and bank it up.
it's just a skill minus. Because
Okay.
either you would want Gargs or Ghouls or Fiends immediately, unless you're waiting for info.
Okay.
But he didn't get any new info, so not normal. Just too late. I guess he just didn't decide yet. And I guess Warcraft 3 is a game, especially that doesn't punish slow production as much when you're not actively fighting. Because in StarCraft, if you forget to make your first 4 Marines, then your next 4 will also be late. And your next 4.
Yeah,
so
no,
everything is late. But here you always have a
and you-
pit stop at 50.
Yeah, exactly. You go up till the 200 in StarCraft 2. Here you have certain benchmarks you don't wanna surpass.
Yes. Turin, little sneaky expo, but Lowko found it instantly.
Cancelled.
Oh, wow. Just from seeing it?
Why?
Forces are under
I feel like that's too much.
Yeah, feel so too.
I think he felt under the gun, instantly wanted to reclaim the investment and make sure that he knows Lowko is coming. He's experienced. It's true enough. But Lowko didn't need to come because it was already
Yeah.
pre-cancelled.
And he also sees that it's pre-cancelled, so he doesn't have to commit.
Yes.
He can dart around, maybe get 1 or 2 pickups. Ooh, one of the spiders is netted. And no one of the ghouls. Yeah, some nice pickups for Lowko. Why is his army so small? What is Turin? What does he have?
He lost like
right now?
3 ghouls to this orange camp, so that's -6.
Yeah.
Then he had some gold in the bank. Let's see. He has 1
But he
attack
doesn't have it
upgrade.
anymore.
Yeah.
Now he's building Gruftbestia.
He has the necessary expense of a true shot. He may have sold TP early game and then rebought it. I don't know if he actually sold. I don't remember. So it's not anything too crazy. He buys quite a lot of consumes.
Oh, Lowko expanding now, and Turin not scouting. Looks for the creep camp.
a player's
Did
force
he
is
actually
under
not
I've
see it?
never I don't even know that creep camp existed in the top left.
This is the least taken creep camp on the map. It's also the kind of a ninja camp because you go so deep in. But it's a death trap. If you ever get creep jacked here, can you imagine trying to get away through the tunnel?
Yeah, would be awful.
It drops a decent item.
Lowko getting the red camp.
Can be claws of attack +8. Can be penance of energy. Lowko gets red camp. What item? Oh, Warsong battle drums. It's like true shot on crack. 7% damage, not just for ranged, but for everybody.
Players' forces are under attack.
And
Penance of energy, good
especially
item.
for his army, really, really good.
Yeah.
Expo getting cancelled. Tree of Life.
A lot of creeps
But
left on the map.
I really love Lowko's position right now. I think on equal footing, equal basis, Lowko is in a really, really good spot.
Ooh, Lowko goes in for the retraining. He was taught this by Kevin, his coach, 2 days ago. If you get to the late game and ghouls are no longer the primary focus, you should retrain to get evasion and mana burn. And he's absolutely right for doing it. Because look, it's all fiends now.
Yeah.
Immolation doesn't get as much value.
I really love the position of Lowko right now, I must say.
Both are over 50.
And-
They went to 60. Neither have an expansion. Lowko has really good eyes on the map. They're both farming well.
Yeah.
It is winnable for both. It's 100%. They're honestly
Lowko sees.
both
Red
really
camp
in a
taken.
very okay position. A lot of the army for Lowko is still archers, which aren't that good. He has no improved bows either. There's an AP here. It's kind of funny. Not like an AP would stop a Tree of Life cancelled. Oh, he's getting the bows. He's getting the bonus range on archers. Kind of a late investment, but he realizes, hey, I still have 4 archers. Why not?
Why not?
Triple destroyer. This is the timing.
Ooh.
This is the timing for Turin. He transformed his statues into destroyers. That's always when they want to fight. Very soon after, Lowko sees this and scrambles for a position.
Yeah. And I feel like Lowko should just go back and do the Turin right now. Don't commit. Don't over-engage. Turin is in the back of that, taking a base. Sees the red cam is taken from Lowko. Lowko now expanding himself. Because he sees again Turin with an Acolyte at the base.
But this is this annoying situation where you kind of feel like you're bled dry by taxes. Lowko goes to 59 population, then expands. The expand normally costs 320. If you consider to divide it by 0.7 because of the upkeep, it's more like he's spending close to 500 on this expansion.
Yeah.
Because it was already pre-taxed. It's not a tax deductible, unfortunately, the expansion. So he doesn't even have an over Moonwell yet. First he makes the tree, then he makes an AP, still needs a Moonwell, then he could start going over, but he still has low income. So this is this 4-minute window where he won't gain any new units, so his army strength doesn't go up. And meanwhile, Turin is creeping. He's getting close to level 5. He gets another high value item.
Lowko sees
I think Turin is getting ahead, even though you can see like, oh yeah, he's getting an expansion. Look at Turin's upgrades. 2 attack upgrade on his fiends, 1 more than the bears have. He's got higher level heroes. Bigger army already at 64.
Now Turin himself expanding.
No. Still one really
The biggest
high
point is,
yeah, go ahead.
like you said, the expo for Lowko really first needs to pay for itself before it can be used, because Lowko is so long in medium upkeep.
Yep.
That he's been really bleeding his money dry. Especially because he's not going 70 or 75. He's on 57, 58 the whole time. So it's 1 or 2 units above.
Yep.
He's been losing money, and they don't fight. So it's basically really just throwing away money for Lowko. And the creep camp in front of his base, the laboratory, still hasn't been taken. The only camp left on the map.
Very high value camp. Can drop health stone, mana stone, Wand of Cyclone, Book of the Dead, Heal Ward. Healthstone on Naga would look fantastic. She's looking really naked to me. No invulnerability potion. Can just be a quick Coil Nova, and soon he will have the TP already.
Move command into the army.
Fight starts. Demon, invulnerability potion. One mana burn on the
Now Turin
DK.
disengages.
There's the second. No mana pot on
Very
DK
smart.
means he cannot save anyone with coil anymore.
But does Lowko realize? I don't think so. Ooh, losing a bear? That's expensive.
Big loss.
New invul bot port, but has still cooldown on it.
No roar right now, but he can't do it against destroyers. 3 bears down for 1 A-bomb. Turin is owning this fight.
Yeah. His destroyers really are melting through the army right
Nova! Oh, the staff on the demon. Dude, Lowko is getting destroyed here. Turin is doing a fantastic fight with his Fiend Destroyer Focus Fire, getting many, many bears. Lowko didn't really have the fight positioning there he wanted to. No mid-fight rejuvenations either. So many bears have gone down.
now. Yeah. And his whole front line is missing right now. And now Turin disengages, has his Expo in the back, can just rebuild the units he lost, and is in a really, really good position.
Lowko invested loads of money, WoW in low upkeep, just to get an expansion that he's not using yet. He's falling apart a little bit, whereas Turin, in these moments, he's surviving the crisis and getting the Acolytes up on the expansion.
Do you think he's casting himself again right now?
Casting?
What do you think he's talking about?
I think so. Let me see. I actually don't see him talking right now. I didn't look at his webcam yet. I think he's actually locking in and not doing non-stop casting. He's
That's
focused.
crazy.
I didn't know he could.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show how much of himself he gives. He's muted, he's locked in. Wow. So he actually turns up every day for stream, talking 24/7 while streaming, while playing, and having to do a difficult game like Warcraft 3 or anything else. He has another mode. He's doing that, and that cost him a lot of energy. It's very impressive.
Yeah. Okay, fight begins. Demon Hunter blocked behind the trees.
Ooh.
He's not doing anything right now. Still blocked behind the army. Oh my god.
Lich with a lot of mana in the back. Good invulnerability potion so he doesn't get Novat.
Yeah. But the destroyers in the air, they're just too much. They're chipping away so much. Oh, look at the damage.
Very, very nice play. There's still a mana pot on the Destroyer as well. There's a rejuvenation on the Demon Hunter. Death Knight is chasing. He has enough mana for a coil. Could hit it with a nice level 3 coil. He's going to buy an invulnerability potion. Great pickup.
They're going down for transforming. Invul potion.
Good invul timing.
They are getting saved. I think Lowko is really stressed in this game right now because also his saves with the bears have not been on point at all right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's system overload. Yeah, he's experiencing total system overload. Turin is handling this very, very well.
Yeah.
One undead
I think
fell by the wayside to lower bracket for now, but Turin looks like he's clutching it for the race.
yeah. I feel like that's what is the most important thing in tournaments like these. Keeping up your mental, staying focused, and not getting tilted or doing sloppy mistakes really, really helps to secure the victory. I think that's one thing Tommy also talked about. What's really true about him and Lacari, I think both of them really, really suffer if they're at a bad mental state and keep losing and spiral down. But also, if their momentum is behind them, if they keep on performing well, denying all the units, they really, really can turn up the 120% even.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
That's a scary thing with very invested players.
Yes. Yeah, it's funny how many types of people there are. Some people are very emotional. Other people don't care if they're up 2-0 or 0-2.
Yeah. I think Viper's one of those people. You can stay really, really calm.
I usually liked being behind.
Why is that? Because it's an underdog position?
Yeah, it's underdog. I think
Or...
I think underdog position, and it kind of allowed me to let go of needing to win. I could accept that I may lose. I've almost lost, and it took away pressure in a way. And then I could play with more light heart. At the beginning of the 0-0, I feel very worried. But then I'm 0-1. I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'm gonna lose. Let's have fun, or let's get revenge. Let's play from the underdog position. And I like that a lot. So I had a lot of 0-1, 2-1s.
Yeah, people that have nothing to lose are also very scary, right?
True.
If your back's against the wall already, why not try the the proxy DTs?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so if Lowko gets something like 6 to 8 talents, that would help him a lot, because that actually makes the fight way more complex for Turin. Getting talents or hippos from the wind that he seems to have forgotten for now would force the destroyers not to just target fire on the bears, but he would have to pull them back. Then he would have to web the talents, keep his destroyers out of range of the talents, focus down the talents, then start focusing on the bears. So it would really help Lowko a lot to make them. But I think he forgot them because he made it in a weird place. He's only making dryads and bears.
A town is under siege.
Just seeing the expansion of Turin on the right,
Yeah.
where the red camp usually is.
And Ghoul Scout here
And
checking the third.
Yeah, that's really, really good. I think that's one of the most difficult things for a lot of players in Warcraft 3. Scouting is very, very limited compared to other games. In most games you can just send one simple unit and scout away, but here every unit is very, very useful and worth a lot. A lot more than most cheap units in AoE or StarCraft. So... bears? One bear going in.
Off one bear, good move, but he's not coordinating it with a follow-up fight fast enough so the destroyers can go in and try to kill it. But there it is. He's catching the destroyers. No talents though.
Yeah.
No staff on the bear.
One bear instantly down.
Yep.
And I think right now Lowko doesn't even really need to go that hard on the fight because he's doing eco damage on the right.
True. Killed one destroyer. Another bear goes down. There's 3 attack upgrades on the fiends. It's really insane. The demon drops real low.
What the heck? Second destroyer going down now. But all the bears also have vanished, but one.
Demon is back in. Oh, enemy dead!
What's that?
Enemy dead. 6 corpses. Your allied units or enemy units can be summoned and will fight for you. He has bears.
Wait, he has bears right now? Yeah. That's basically solo leveling.
What?
Have you watched that anime?
No, I haven't seen it.
That's basically solo leveling the main character.
No, I don't know what that is.
You can animate the dead and let them fight for him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But he cannot transform them to Master Claw. You see how they're initiate?
Yeah. This is crazy.
He also has 2 dryads. Okay, Turin is 71 pop. Lowko fell to 45. Turin now on 2 bases. It's his game to lose. Yeah. He's in a great spot. Enemy dead cooldown is very long, 3 minutes apparently, so he can't do that again soon.
It wouldn't be Turin if he wouldn't take it slow, methodical, going shopping.
Getting some necros. Why not?
And also still the scout on the expansion to the left. He knows that Lowko is only 1 base right now. Yep. Mining. And Turin going for the death push right now. Picking up another bear.
Huge target fire on that bear. Abomination soaking damage there with that 1 armor upgrade. 3 attack on his ranged. 1 abomination goes down. There's a fork lightning. Another bear is getting attacked. That's his final bear. Lowko under the gun. He's falling against the focus fire. There's a Nova. Is there a mana pot on the Death Knight? He's 2 mana away. He could call soon, but he goes down already. GG.
Really, really nice series. Very slow, very methodical from both players. And we see who goes up to the upper bracket semis now.
Yep, upper bracket semis is going to be Turin, who will be facing TommyKay,
who's also been very dominant today.
Yes.
Very cleanly played the series against Lacari.
I think most likely TommyKay echoes your sentiment of preferring to skip the 2-on-2. I don't want unwilling players who prefer to like end it very quickly with some kind of rush. So I'm gonna respect those wishes and either just skip the 2-on-2 and give away the keys randomly, or we'll move it to tomorrow. We can talk about it more.
Yeah.
Let's move straight on to the semifinals, which is gonna be you and the Viper, and then it's gonna be TommyKay and Turin after that.
Yes.
Cool.
All
Wow.
right.
So we have 2 orcs in the finals, in the semifinals, 1 human and 1 undead. You'll be facing off against the Viper. Any final words before I let you go and mentally prepare for that? Oh wait, we could do it. I mean, we could do a few words. You know what? I'm gonna let you prep for that, and I'll just talk to the 2 guys by myself, unless you want to stay.
Let's do that. No, it's fine.
Okay.
Then we see each other on the battlefield.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to the match.
Okay. See you there.
Have a great time.
Good luck, man. Yo, Turin, congrats.
Oh, hey man, how's it going?
Dude, you pulled out such a good game where you did the Ghoul Frenzy, hit and runs against Lowko on that game on Autumn Leaves. You were buying time. Such a scrappy play and such a strong, difficult army composition for an elf to go up against. You had such a multi-layered build.
Yeah, so when I first got back into Warcraft 3 because of this event, I was under the assumption that Necromancers and Wagons were just going to be terrible against Night Elf because of Wisp Detonate, but if you can snipe them with Novas and Coils and, different things like that, it actually seems quite strong because their traditional Dispel is just like Dryads, right? So they don't have like the Dispel that, Orc or Human have.
Yeah, it's a tough build to go up against, isn't it, Lowko?
Yeah, it seems pretty strong. I feel like I have some knowledge gaps after these weeks of playing, and that's one of those styles that I just haven't played against. Like, most undead players go for a lot more aggressive pushes. Well played, by the way, Turin. Like, sitting back and
dude, that was so sweaty, man. That was so sweaty. Oh my god. Yeah, it was a really good match though, man. Dude, you had me sweating bullets with your timing pushes. You showed up at my base and man, so I got tier 3 in one of those games, and you showed up on my base and killed my graveyard, so I couldn't research Ghoul Frenzy in the first game, and I was so behind. And then your timing in the second match where you just crushed me, you came in and you pinned my Lich came out the wrong side, and you just killed him, and I was in the pits, man. You had me dead to rights in that game. That was brutal. Yeah, it was a really good series, man. Well played to you. That was very sweaty.
I liked how you transitioned towards a much more passive game there. Like, most people just, when they're behind, they decide to just go all in, but you decided, you know what, I'm just going to chill behind my towers and try to creep back up. And I think I gave you a little too much space in some of those games, but
that's kind of the undead thing. Like, undead bases are super annoying to push into. The Noobs and the, obviously the base itself is a slowing effect. Yeah, and you were just stronger than I was. I just had to hide and be a rat basically to get back in those games,
Sorry, I was organizing the next match. I need to see if Viper is going to be available already. So I was just listening to you guys.
No
Yap, it was real comfy.
Yeah, no, we'll keep yapping if you want. I thought I was just handing it over to you, but we can yap all day, dude. We're gonna crush it in this 2v2, I think.
So
I think we go well together. Yeah.
For the 2v2, I was trying to check if it would be possible maybe to move it to tomorrow, because for some people, fine the schedule is already a little bit late. If you guys don't mind.
Yeah.
We delayed the tournament? No way.
I'm down, dude. I'm down. Let's do it. It's less games I have to play today, so that's a win for sure.
All right. So we'll either delay it to tomorrow, or we can just skip it as well. I think it's a lot of fun, but the days are long, so let's see how that goes. Guys, I think both of you played well. I need to check if Viper is going to be available for it. Otherwise, I'll just stretch for time and let you guys go. Lowko, obviously, that means you would be playing only tomorrow in preparation of the lower bracket. I talked a little bit to Turin before you got here. I think you played very well. You showed a lot of improvement in mastery with your short time of practice. Great staff of preservation. Staff of Teleportation play. You had really good timings. It made a big difference if you were able to show up at like minute 10 with the Master Claw training like you did on that game on Hammerfell, and you just started deconstructing his main base. Turin had such a large bank, but because of the way you focused his buildings, he was unable to bring that onto play. He had 2,000 gold. If you came even a minute later, he would have had 8 or 10 Gargs, and he'll be able to hold you off. So I know Warcraft 3 is not as much of a timing-based game as SE2, but that game definitely was. So that was perfect for you, as a SE2 player to hit that kind of timing.
Was I mostly late on the other maps?
You attacked at 12 minutes with bears on some maps, one time 11 minutes, and the one you won was 10 minutes. Of course, Turin did all kinds of tricks, like he would invest in Gargs, and then it looks like mass Garg game, Lamefest. But then,
that's what delayed me. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And like the effectiveness with which you dealt with that shook it off and then just leveled it back to Turin would often define whether you would get there on time. Turin, sometimes he would be completely out of lumber and he could only make ghouls, but then he would use those ghouls to buy time. Honestly, very good use of TP mechanics, playing out of vision Turin and doing hit and runs. You pushed each other to the limits. I feel like you both leveled up and just want to say kudos to both.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah. GG, man. That was a really good series.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah. GG's.
GG's, Lowko. I'll see you tomorrow.
What?
2v2 is skipped for now, out of respect for people's time schedule, and that means that Turin, you will have a bit of a break.
Okay.
Before the next, I do want to ask: would you want to co-cast again with me, or would you prefer to step away for a bit? I don't know if you need the break.
So I probably need to. I could use maybe like a 15-20 minute break, so maybe if I could join you in like game 2, would that be something we could do?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Sounds good.
I'll just handle...
Yeah, I just gotta get the hands off the keyboard for like 10-15 minutes. That'd be great.
Of course. And if you'd rather just take a rest in general, that'll be okay too. I can try to find someone else.
Okay. Yeah. I'll let you know after the first game for sure.
Yep, sounds good. Lowko, I'll see you tomorrow. Turin, maybe see you in a bit. We're going to go to the first semifinals of today. GG's, guys.
Hey, GG, man. Thanks again.